I don't care. I know what I was implying. Like, if y'all want to take what I was trying to say out of context,
Okay.
that's on y'all.
Okay, what was you implying? We want to hear it.
I already said what I was implying.
What you got against black
I
people?
wasn't implying like, oh, people are. I wasn't implying that all black people live in the hood. I was saying that, like how I was saying before, I probably just didn't word it right. That basically that a lot of black people are secluded. They don't live in the suburbs. They don't live in these rich neighborhoods. They ain't got a gang of money like that where they traveling all over the world that's outside of the United States. And then even if they do got money like that, most of them ain't really got passports. You know what I mean? So if you notice, like I said before, the majority of the people, I said this months ago, y'all ain't have a problem with it back then. I don't see why y'all got a problem with it today. That a lot of the people that was getting the virus and that was getting in the hospital, it was white people.
You made us
white
look
men
broke in front of white
recently
people.
Traveled.
TK, you try to make us look broke in front of white people.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, ain't too much you can really do about it. It is what it is. But I was just basically was implying that, yo, like people, we as a people, we don't travel like that. I'm not saying that we don't do it at all. I'm just saying that I don't think we do it on that level as a lot of older white people that's already retired. Because remember, it was a gang of old white people that came from that cruise in Egypt, that came from Italy and Asia recently. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, we're kind of secluded. Like a lot of black people that live in the hood, they kind of stay in their area. They don't really do a whole lot of, oh, I'm finna go on this side of town. I'm finna go way over here. I'm finna go way over there. They kind of stay where they at. So it took a minute before to get into the black community. But once it got in there, it was over. That whole claim about, oh, it ain't affecting black people. You know what I mean? People had to stop saying that.
You gotta relax. Look, CK, kick the show off. We back. We live on our Pseudo Killas. What's this? The after show. So CK, go ahead. Kick the show off for us.
Are you gonna change the name of the show?
Oh Lord, see y'all be putting too much pressure on.
Putting too much pressure on you.
I'm gonna let Wuja in. Yeah, go ahead, kick the show off, CK.
All right, peace, everybody. Hopefully, y'all got a chance to catch the interview that we did with Dr. Cutlaw. If you haven't, make sure y'all check it out later. Make sure y'all join the Pseudo Killas, you know, Discord server. We're gonna have all kind of cool stuff in there from tonight. You know, and if you didn't learn before, you're gonna learn tonight, yo. A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. I don't know. People probably was expecting us to go live immediately, y'all. I'm like, they ain't going live.
Right.
I don't think I got notification done.
You ain't get the notification?
Nah, I ain't got it.
You sound like you on the
don't
water.
think
You
so.
doing the robot. We gotta name that last show too, y'all.
I think it got a title.
No, it don't. It's my name on there. I'm about to rename it now. And they showed me how to rename. Manage videos.
Killing misinformation with the real virologist.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, here, y'all live yet?
Yeah, we been live, Doug.
Y'all talk about TK to everybody from the hood.
Take it how you want to take it. I'm from the hood. Fuck off.
Okay, speak for yourself. You just said, I'm from the hood, doctor. And basically, we don't know no better. Just say that.
I didn't say everyone. I said a lot of. That's not the majority. That's not everyone.
Well, you know most black people on food stamps, doc, and we ain't got no medical care.
Give me 1 second, doc. My hand greasy. The ticket got my hand greasy 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
I mean, like, just keep it 100, yo. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't see why we pretending like the majority of the black people just banking like that. Otherwise, we wouldn't be living in the hood to begin with.
Man.
I'm poor. How about that?
But
I'm
it
for
was
y'all.
the whole thing is that it was spreading, but it was asymptomatic, so we wouldn't you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't have been on the radar like that. We were still getting it, obviously, because when everything came in the fold, shoot, we was already deep in it.
Hey, y'all got Lick Kennan, yo. Chef Lick Kennan. That was funny as shit, man. I say, CK. Then you ask all the questions that we already asked, and then wouldn't let nobody else ask no question.
What do you mean? All of y'all went first. The whole point of me reading those questions, those were questions from people in the chat. So I don't know. Maybe they weren't paying attention. I can't do everything, though. Multitasking to the max.
Is the show kicked off? Did we really kick the show off already, or what?
Yeah, we
really live right now, man. And you just look sideways,
I
though.
know we live, but did y'all actually start the show?
Yep.
The show live, Concrete.
Yeah, CK started off.
Y'all doing too much.
Where you was at? You was at work?
Me?
On another podcast.
Listen, no, I was driving. I wasn't gonna be home until an hour later. Talking about 6 o'clock. Oh, you know we starting at 6 o'clock, CK. I'm like, yo, you know, like I have an hour commute. Like I didn't know we were starting.
Yeah, but CK, you ain't even had to say that though. You ain't even had to say that. Oh, just like
Hey yo, somebody put the
I
link.
only missed like 10 minutes.
No, but you ain't
No, hell no, you didn't miss them 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that lady did a whole.
I was paying attention
to
the
whole
presentation. You missed that whole presentation answering.
No, I didn't. I missed like the first 10 to 15 minutes. That's it.
That's how long it took. That's how long the presentation took.
Okay, then that's what the fuck I missed. Yo, I was driving. I didn't want to pull over. I was literally like 10 minutes away from being home. I was like,
So when she said she got the vaccine, that's why you know what I'm saying, she didn't show the vaccine card. So I wanted her to show the vaccine card because, you know what I'm saying, you got people who say they got the vaccine, but then they can't put that card on the screen.
Yeah, right. That was a kill. That was a kill shot.
Yeah. So I was going straight jugular right there.
Yo, somebody.
Malcolm,
that John ready.
Hey, Malcolm said he got COVID, right?
He on here.
He on here.
He about to get the shot, though, right?
He can't get the shot right now. He gotta wait.
He can't get the shot. He gotta wait. Got it too late.
I thought he said last time he was on the list to get it though.
Yeah, he on the list.
Yeah, I was on the list. I was supposed to get it yesterday, and I was supposed to do some vaccinating yesterday too. So
shit, you got it before you did it.
That's cold. That's a cold shot.
Cold
shot. Did you contact her? You can't get it. What's the deal with it?
He gotta wait. He gotta wait.
How long you gotta wait?
90 days.
Till after he.
90 days.
90 days.
Man. She did say something about 3 months. She did say something about 3 months though.
Yeah. No, I'm saying Malcolm.
Antibodies.
No, I said how long Malcolm gotta wait before he can take his test again.
He said 90 days.
So it'll be yeah.
But the lady did say something about like 3 months or whatever, you know, for something as long as it lasts.
What lady?
The doctor, my bad.
Ken got on there. Yeah, Kern. Give me
I appreciate you, Miss.
Hey, you said don't change it. Hey, you said don't change it up, nigga.
Nah, hold on, man. I was saying don't change it up, but respect the title. Hey, Kern,
it was all
Kern. I said, yo,
I wanted to feel at home, but no, it was all respect.
So she's a pediatrician, right?
She said she studied virology, but you know how she get paid. She go to work every day as a pediatrician.
Yeah, I think she forgive me for that one.
Yeah. Hold on now. Y'all notice what she said, that they running them trials at the University of Maryland.
Yeah,
right.
For that extra vaccine.
Oh yeah.
But she got the Moderna.
SIBO group.
Now hold on. I feel like arguing right now. She didn't say Pfizer. She said Moderna. So all y'all Pfizer folks,
I meant to ask her which one was will be the best one. I forgot to ask her that.
Moderna. That's where I'm getting at. Moderna.
The one that I bought some shares in. That's the one.
Whatever company gets that patent is going to be the standard. Everybody got an EU right now, but whoever gets that patent, that's going to be standard protocol.
Yeah, crazy.
That's true.
I think it's gonna be Moderna. I'm trying to tell y'all, smart people.
Hey, hold on. We got. Let me read the chat. We got brother Consul, the real Niwapi. It say an unk is a fraud. Get that nigga the link. Give him the link right now.
Man.
Produce that link.
Give
him the link right now. We got time. We got all day to talk about vaccines.
Name, yo.
Hold on, stand by.
Name. Yeah, he know y'all.
Serious, Consul. I'm gonna say this once, Consul. If you don't join this link,
why y'all? Hey, let's do this for the moderators. Do not mess with nobody comments. Do not throw nobody out. That ain't how we roll over.
I was gonna throw his ass right out.
No. Hold on. We know the rules. Here's the rules for our show, right? Yeah. Everybody get it at the same time, right? You can say what you want to say. You can talk crazy, but you gotta come on the show and prove it. So you can't be in the chat room, right? Chatty pattying. Right, and not back up what you're saying. So if you say I'm a fraud, I'm cool with that. Come on and explain why I'm a fraud. If you don't, then you get the black ice in the black hole. Then you're out of there. All right?
He a straight Dr. York dude, yo.
That's cool.
Give him the link. CK, drop the link in the chat.
This man follows the whole.
I'm already ahead of y'all, man.
Oh, CK already dropped the link in the chat, so let's get it. I'm about to switch computers. Hey, Unc, you the host, yo.
All right.
I thought CK was the host. I thought I seen to say CK the host.
Yeah, she made me the host.
Unc's not giving me no control or nothing.
You've been geeking today, CK.
Yeah, you was geeking today. I'm trying to tell her she was geeking. Them bright lights went on, yo. You can always tell when the bright lights come on. It could be a playoff game, boy. You know what I'm saying?
She be like, I'm live at the debate.
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all shirt. Now you know I'm older, right? And so about 2 years ago, I was playing in a tournament, right? And all the young guys at the gym, they be out there with killing them out there with the all that shooting, kill them during the regular, regular season. They killing them and all that, dude. Listen, I'm the guy. I get the ball last, which is cool because my job is to score. A couple points, play good D. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all young and fast, so that's cool. All right. Come the playoff game when it mattered the most, I scored 25 points. They out there half scared to shoot. The pressure was tremendous on them. They couldn't handle the bright lights. Not at all. So CK, the bright lights came on, yo. You was like, all black people from the ghetto.
That's where you be strawmanning it up. I be wanting to karate chop.
He said, yo, we broke. We need help.
We broke. We all broke. I was like, they say I couldn't get on the string because I was on another podcast. I was like, oh my, she said that.
I know.
It's not what I said, sir.
Doc, you cool and all, but I was watching another show. You know what I'm saying? I'm late to this whole thing.
I say, man, what
I said I know y'all had the doc today, but already watching another stream 30-40 minutes before y'all stream went live.
I don't want to hear that.
Want to pull over, about to be home 10 minutes later. So yes, I missed like a good 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, but if you was listening, you could have heard everything that was going on when you came in. You would have been impressed.
I didn't want to pull over. I didn't want to crash the vehicle trying to play with the phone while driving. Literally was at the house.
All right, got you.
Tried to get home soon. I should have just snuck out of work and left early. I would have been able to catch the whole thing. But it is what it is.
We came up with a better time, yo.
Where you at? Where the guy at? I know y'all ain't throwing him out. Where you at? Where you at? The real new
He typed. I'm dead serious. Like he typed one more thing slick. He getting sniped.
Well, see, like I'm saying, but that ain't what we do. That's everybody else's show. And our show, you get to say what you want to say. But then you got to get the link and show and prove. So I'm a fraud. Just show and prove. Now, we might not go an hour on why I'm a fraud or not, but get on there and express yourself. It's going to be some new Wapian shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Because he likes to follow molesters. I understand that. I'm not mad at him for that. What I'm saying is hit the link. That ain't what we do. That's everybody else's show. And our show, you get to say what you want to say. But then you got to get the link and show and prove. So I'm a fraud. Just show and prove. Who is that? So I don't think he coming on.
Hey, peace to the panel. Wait, before the
Chef
game,
said, let him in.
Before the game.
I'm letting him in. Who I'm letting in?
Listen, before the games start or the circus begins, I just want to know when y'all going to pick back up on the vaccine stuff, because I think that other stuff is really how the pseudos distract, because the previous video was very informative. The doctor broke it down in the slide presentation, and she answered some questions very concisely and succinctly and everything. And now, here comes the distraction. So, I mean, I think
we ain't doing a distraction. I just wanted to get my piece in because I knew he was good. I knew he was a mother flower. So I just wanted to get him out of there anyway.
Yeah, but
he never could
come.
Hey, this is 2020. This is 2021, man. I think we should leave that stuff in 2020.
Before we start the show, we normally chop it up at the intro before we crank it up. Give everybody a chance to come in the building.
Yeah, you've been missing an action, Wu Jai. You wouldn't know that.
I know. I know. So look, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna fix something to eat, and I'll come back when y'all get back on there onto the vaccine topic. I'll be straight.
Well, Wu Jai, you can start it off. You good? I'm just saying, we straight. Go ahead, kick it. What you got to say?
Well, I mean, I don't want to disturb the flow. If the flow,
the flow good. Go ahead. It's too late. You already did it. Go kick it. What you need?
Nah, you still trying to. I guarantee you, if a man knocked on the door, you are opening the door with the quickness.
Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't arguing. He must be talking about vaccines. I'm gonna open for that discussion, but we ain't gonna talk about if you think I dealt with Malachi York, didn't quick or Wu Jai. Nah, we don't play that game no more, bro. We strictly vaccines, bro, on this one.
What are you talking
I ain't gonna let nobody do that.
I'm saying because a lot of people may not have seen the whole thing. So I thought y'all were gonna like kind of review the highlights. You know how a football game, after the game, you go over the highlights or whatever.
Start it off.
So I just want to point out that something that's important that's floating around in the community is, and it kind of connects to ultimately to the name Bill Gates of population control and how vaccines are supposedly being used to control populations by way of fertility versus infertility. And so I think that was an important question that she was asked to be able to answer, how the vaccine has nothing to do with the sex organs or anything. And the fact that the mRNA vaccine, this particular vaccine from Moderna and Pfizer, that it doesn't even penetrate the nucleus of the cell, which houses the DNA. So it doesn't alter the DNA in any shape or form, and it's a messenger RNA. So it only instructs to produce the proteins so that the immune system will be triggered to produce these antibodies, and it doesn't hang in the body longer than 48 hours. So as far as the vaccine itself, once the vaccine triggers the immune system, the vaccine is done. It's a wrap. It's gone. The immune system is triggered to produce those that response, and that's its job. So I think that's need to be underscored and highlighted so people can get that out of their mind and move on to another concern and then address each concern. But I think that was one highlight out of many, but that's one.
How about the AIDS? I think that question was asked, well, how come they can come up with a vaccine for coronavirus, but they've been working on the AIDS one for years and can't come up with it? And I think the answer she gave was very simplistic, and it shows just how shrewd these viruses are. And each virus is different. She say, man, that the AIDS virus is a tough one, It is very intelligent. And it just escapes us. It goes into the cells, embeds itself into the cells, the immune system, and it's hard to find, hard to deal with. But the coronavirus is right there for us, right? And she was talking about those proteins, those receptors that hook on, with ACE2 receptors, right? And she talked about those proteins that stick up, and it's right there. And we all see how the coronavirus look. It's right there for us to figure out. I mean, we lucky on that, but each virus is different. Anybody want to add on to that?
I like how when y'all asked her about the black and white thing, about black people not trusting white people, when she said, "Don't punish yourself for other people's actions." You know what I'm saying? Like basically, don't just because you don't trust what white people did back in the day. Now you know what I'm saying. You got some good white people that come up with some things. Like don't use that as an excuse not to get help.
Yeah, that was deep. That was deep. But you did change.
Hey,
what?
Oh, my bad. I thought we were talking about running it back.
No, the protein and the AIDS part that she talked
about. So people, I think people don't understand what she was actually saying when she's saying that, because they don't understand. They don't understand that the protein in the AIDS virus is mutating inside of you. It's not like it's not like the spike protein when you're talking about the coronavirus. You're not looking at it. You're looking at two different type of viruses responding to the immune system two different ways and doing certain things inside of the body. So that's why they can't do it, because even if you make a vaccine, if you make an HIV vaccine, which they have some trials and some studies on this stuff, but if you're making that vaccine and it's blocking it from doing one thing, and then next thing you know, it's doing something else, the virus begins to do something else, then you need a whole different type of reaction to all of these things. So they gotta figure out how to slow it all the way down and catch all of that stuff, not part of it or some of it. It's got to be constructive with. This is what I think people don't understand about vaccines is how your immune system responds to viruses. Like, how are you building up this immunity or up this defense mechanism against these viruses? And we gotta, even if slowing it down and showing them visuals of all of these things and just beating a dead horse. I mean, some people just won't get it. And you got to read a little bit more literature on why this is happening, like the RNA vaccine thing. Like, many people don't know how many RNA viruses it is out there, and how long they've been understanding these things, and how they were able to map out the specific spike protein even for this novel virus.
You see the screen, Sean?
Yep, coronavirus.
Yeah, those receptors right there. That's what you're talking about. They sticking up right there.
Spike protein, yep.
Right there for us to get, right there for us to figure out. Electron microscopes was on the case. This is a good read for y'all anyway, man. The BBC, man. Why COVID? Why is coronavirus such a threat? Yep, y'all should read that. That was a good read. Yeah, but y'all see it though, right? There you go. I wonder what the AIDS virus look like. Well, yeah. Well, you want to add something?
Hey, you know what was what stood out the most to me though?
What stood out?
She actually recognized like really what we doing, and she like actually like appreciate like what we trying to do, and that really stood out in her delivery. And she even said it in the end, like she said, y'all my heroes. So that stood out to me, and so that just goes to show that what we doing, ain't
yeah,
just insane.
I agree, Corey, is because she recognized that we're dealing with an audience that her and her colleagues don't have a chance to engage with. You dig what I'm saying? And knowing we engaging with a community that needs the help, and there's nobody down there talking on their level, and we are. So I mean, for them, we're actually helping them out. You know what I mean? Because we're reaching the audience that, for most part, they don't have a chance to engage with. So, and our community is, is like kind of standoffish from the medical field. You know what I mean? So it's hard for them to get through, you know what I mean, or find ways in to actually deal with us. So by us reaching out, bringing her into our community, she like, damn, that's what's up, because, don't nobody want to be called a racist. You feel me?
Right.
Like, for the most part, they think that's what they're going to get. over here is you're racist. You know what I mean? Yeah. You a devil. You know what I mean? So the fact that we pulled in and they had the conversation with us is a good thing.
I think
also too. Let's say that we're gonna let go. I think also too is like, a lot of times they just really get to conversate with their colleagues. Don't really get to talk to the lay person. So I think it gives them it makes them feel good. Like, okay, what we're doing is working. The conversation is getting out there to the lay person. And okay, now she found a platform where the lay person is actually trying to do it right. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the information correct. You know what I'm saying? So I think that stood out to her. Go ahead, Will.
Now I was going to make mention that the fact that the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccine, neither one of them contain fetal tissue or embryonic cells, and that's something that's was a concern in the community, and that should be put to bed and put to rest. Neither one of those contained it in the shot, the vaccine, nor was it used in the development.
Yeah, they gotta. That's a good point. They gotta also look at Israel. Israel's got the highest percentage of their population vaccinated, and those are like anti-vaccination type of Jews you talking about over there. So they already know that it don't. Well, they do, but our people don't. But so you make a good point.
I'm saying that just need to be highlighted so people can understand that one is not in the vaccine itself. It wasn't used in the development phase to bring about the vaccine at all. But even still, even the ones that do use it, they use fetal cell lines for the confirmation phase and not in any of the ingredients or the development. It's just to make sure that the vaccine works. And it's part of that confirmation phase, if at all, that they use it. So I think that's one of the things that's highly misunderstood in the community that needs to be brought forward. So people should understand that. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, even though everything that she said today on the other show and whatever's gonna be said tonight and whatever you pull up on the screen, whatever journals you open up, there's gonna be a certain group of people that's just gonna flat out say, I don't trust none of that. And you really just can't do anything for those people, at all. So that's just gonna be there, and it's gonna be a group of people that's just end up being like that. So what happens is those kind of people, they'll tiptoe in these kind of conversations and kind of divert and cause the chaos. And really, you just got to pretty much write those kind of people off. It does no benefit at all to deal with people who at the end of the day, they're just gonna say, I don't trust none of that. It makes no sense.
Yo, did y'all see the picture I had up there about the AIDS virus right there? Y'all see that? Yeah, bro. See the difference? Yeah, there you go.
That's the AIDS virus right there? That's the AIDS virus right there?
That's AIDS virus. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, that's a scientific illustration of it. All right.
Yeah, you don't got all the spice like that, Corona.
No, I like the other joint. It's different. So, it's, what do you want to say here?
Put it back, put it back. Put the AIDS virus.
Does the AIDS virus got a what is it? A capsid around it? I don't know.
Yeah, there it goes. You showed the whole thing. See?
Don't look anything like the spike protein, right?
No, not at all.
It's got multiple things on it, right?
Yeah, multiple receptors. Yep.
And that's the problem. Is that they're seeing that it's creating new receptors to it.
Man.
If we want to get down to the technical term, it's creating multiple receptors while it's in you.
Oh shit.
So if they got a vaccine for the orange receptors, they got to make one for the gray and the black receptors. It's got to do orange, gray, and black. Or it's got to do, you see what I'm saying?
Right, I got you.
Huh. But then if blue pop up, you dealing with something else.
Yeah, it's serious. That's what she said. She said that's a little tricky. He said that's escaped all of us. She said that, like, man, like, And that's like that answer there was straight to the point. And what could you say? I'm gonna do a herb will work better. Like people just be talking, man. But yeah, she actually yeah, there was another point she made that I can't slip me in my mind real quick. But yeah, that makes sense right there, man. We had a nice healthy crowd too. I'm glad the audience is starting to build up, so I definitely appreciate that. Yep, we're gonna bring all eight buddies through. How about that? Every time the conversation get ridiculous, it just brings some professionals in. So whatever part of the show we want to highlight.
I would like to drop an article.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the Zoom back chat. I'm gonna put it in the Zoom back chat first. Then I'll drop it in the YouTube. It was one of the questions that didn't get answered, but Chavez sent me an article pretty much addressing it. Whoops.
About different types of vaccines,
The vaccine cause
Nah, it has something to do with the immune system. Hold on.
Autoimmune.
Multitasking.
Yeah, does the vaccine cause autoimmune disease?
Yeah, that one. That was one of the questions. All right, so I put it in the back. Dang, allow your screen.
Huh?
So you're gonna have to
You gotta allow people
screen.
to share their screen.
I mean, it don't really matter.
I don't know how to do that.
Anyways, I ain't gonna go into it too much. Basically, this article is from the BMJ. The title of this article, I threw it in the chat for those of y'all that would like to snatch it up. It'll also be in the MB.
All right, there you go. You can do the share screen. Go ahead. There you
go. It
go.
will be in the Pseudo Killas Discord server as well.
Go ahead. You can do the sheet. There you go.
So this one's about nutrition and all that blah blah. So this one's I wasn't expecting it to be that big.
That's a COVID-19.
Oh, I think I got it. Yeah. So basically, it was about the COVID-19 vaccine candidate may be 90% more effective, blah, blah, blah. And then this was like one of the responses, I guess, from the editor. That's asking about, could COVID-19 mRNA vaccines cause autoimmune disease? And boom, blah, 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 blah. It says mass vaccination offers the best exit strategy from COVID-19 pandemic. Pfizer BioNTech's recent announcement, therefore, is encouraging. Their vaccine candidate was more than 90% effective in preventing COVID-19 infection. In participants without prior infection, being an mRNA vaccine mass production is cheaper and more straightforward than with other vaccine formulations. mRNA vaccines effective coded protein production in recipient's body. In the case of COVID-19, inert spike antigen proteins are produced. Normally, these enable SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus particles to enter whole cells, but therapeutically, inoculation triggers humoral antibody-mediated acquired immunity. Severe and fatal COVID of COVID-19 are associated with immune hyperactivation and excessive cytokine release, leading to multi-organ failure. A broad range of mechanisms with final common pathway appear to be involved. However, it has been suggested that molecular mimicry may contribute to this problem with antibodies to SARS-CoV-2 spike glycoproteins, cross-reacting with structurally similar hosts. I mean, this is using a lot of jargon.
That's the question, CK?
I don't know.
Wait.
He sent me this. I didn't get a chance to read it yet.
Bananas today.
I'm about to say this joint using a lot of jargon, man. I don't know if people gonna understand this.
What's going on in the Corona streets, boy? Everybody from the hood. Big question. I ain't gonna let that one go, CK. That was a good one, yo.
It's all good. Oh, this is back from November, though.
CK waited right until we had a guest on the show to inform them we're off in the hood. God dang.
But but before even reading that, the question was asked in the article, could COVID-19 mRNA vaccines cause autoimmune diseases? So I think the first thing needs to be explained is what is an autoimmune disease, or what is considered that autoimmune, and then it'll put the context of, okay, this vaccine, will it trigger such an event? And that's when your immune system attacks, your own body. And so the cytokine storms and things like that, it will actually mark destruction of healthy cells, your cells that you need. And so that's why people are fearful of that cytokine storm. So they're saying, will this vaccine over trigger, over exaggerate the immune response to where it's autoimmune at this point? And so that's a good question, but that's the context of the question. But I don't even think, based on what you read, I don't think it answered it.
Yeah, it was doing too much jargon. I think people would have got lost in the sauce, even as I was reading. I'm like, I should have probably read this first.
Of course, but you never apologize. I get it. Late as hell coming up with complex questions. All right.
But it was basically, it didn't answer the question, but it was basically explaining why that would be a concern to monitor, to analyze. So it was just given what occurs, with the vaccine. So I don't think it answers. I don't know who sent it or what was the question, but
I mean, I remember Sean sharing an article a few weeks ago about how they were noticing that. I think it was I don't know if it was with both vaccines or at least with Pfizer's, where it was making people more susceptible to HIV. But people were interpreting that as that, oh, you're going to get HIV. And that's not what the article says. But I'm like, if you have an unprotected sex, you sharing needles, yeah, I think it kind of really don't matter whether you took the vaccine or not, like if you're concerned about getting HIV.
And plus, now this may not need to be said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. AIDS.
Why say it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it anyway, just to cover the bases. But AIDS is not autoimmune deficiency; it's acquired immune deficiency. It's different. But I'm saying I've ran into people who get that confused, and so whenever you mention autoimmune, like this article did, people will think HIV and AIDS.
Yeah, because they know that the HIV, it causes you to develop AIDS, which is the disease.
Yeah, but the A in AIDS is not autoimmune; it's acquired immune, which is the
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all. So I'm just saying people confuse that, and
it's so easy too, because the AIDS it causes you do end up having some immunity issues though. I think that's why people think that.
Yeah, but it's different thing. Acquired a deficiency in your acquired immune system means that your body can't mount an attack or defense against specific pathogens, and so people die having the disease AIDS, but they're dying of other things because their immune system can't fight it off. That's different from autoimmune. Autoimmune is when your immune system is attacking your healthy cells regardless. It sees your own cells as enemies. Yeah, it's just totally different.
Yep, like people when you got stuff like peanut allergies and all that shit, start attacking. Let me check the chat room real quick. Let's see who we got in here. Let's see what chatty patties we got real fast here. Let's see if we get the proliferate of comments. Okay, one guy said, "Don't put them out the chat room now. Let them live. Let them live." I'm telling you, TK, don't do that. You take the fun out of it with that. Okay.
If they don't join the panel.
Abolaye.
That's Ogun. He's trolling.
I still want to say it though, because it's a concern in the community that basically we get paid, right? And that's what they say. Google Scholar said, "I'm getting paid by Bill Gates and Pritzker." I wish, we have a lot more things going on in our community, but I got some money from that. You can believe that, and working on it. Maybe I can get a grant from Bill Gates. How about that? Do some real serious work in the community. All right. So, we don't worry about you talking about we getting paid. So remember this, yo, if you dumb and ignorant, that's black people. See, that's the goal, to be dumb and ignorant. Remember that. As soon as you read and study, now all of a sudden you're getting paid. So that's a concern in the community, though, that when young babies start to grow in school and they're not sports oriented, they don't want to get their brains beat out for a couple of hours, get their bones broke, or don't want to throw a baseball, or don't want to shoot a basketball, right? Then it's something wrong with them, right? They're marginalized when they're very, very intelligent, and gravitate towards science and math. Even at home, they're marginalized. So we have a community, we have an environment that does not allow the intelligent ones flourish like they should. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be, if you don't play football, but you're in school and you got all A's and you in these accelerated courses, man, that need to be celebrated in the community, right? If you're not hustling and selling drugs, like it's almost like a badge of honor. I came from the hood, I came from the mud up. Everybody don't have to come from them. Like why is that glorified in our community? Who did that to us? Why is it like, do we do that to ourselves? Right? Well, where's that notion? So, growing up, I fought that notion all the time. Me and my friends, man, we made a thing to make sure we was intelligent and passed our grades and still whip your ass. I just wanted to put that out there. That was our whole mantra. Yeah, we dressed like a white boy. I'm wearing Timberlands. Yep. Yeah, I'm wearing one gold chain. Yep, I'm chilling. I don't dress like none of y'all in the hood, but I wish you would. That was our mantra growing up. I wish you would. Yeah. So I'm just saying, but we don't glorify intelligence enough, man. We just don't. And I love reading. I love my children. So my children go to the coffee table and see this book right here, Apollo's Arrow. Or see the Journal of Nature. Right? They land all around for them to get and read. Where you ain't got all hair magazines or nail or just dumb magazines around. Right? So put some intelligent reading material for the babies, man. Glorify that. Don't make everybody play football, basketball, and all that, man. If they want to play, let them play. When they grow out of it, allow them to grow out of it, man. Trust me when I tell you this, man. So, hey, although some people might have been joking in the thing, but that's the basic climate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that climate right there. Like, how dare y'all read? How dare y'all know about vaccines? How dare y'all be able to have an intelligent conversation with a virologist from the University of Maryland Medical Center? How dare you be able to do that and know the lingo? How dare you do that? So, we've been fighting through all this for the last 20 years, man. Building these groups up, putting science at the forefront. It's been that ignorant struggle, right? Like the Nation of Islam, all of a sudden, they know more than the virologists and the people that make it, than the people that actually do the trials, right? Like they know, like we don't even know. And I hear Wu-Ja say this, like, yo, you gotta use the stuff correct, like you gotta know when to use what tool. Well, he don't quite say it that way, you know what I'm saying? But my point making is, do not go to the Nation of Islam when you want to know about biology. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. When you want to know about vaccines, do not go to your minister. Don't do it. Okay? Go to the professionals. You can literally go to your nearest hospital. You can look it up online. We use online think tools. Say, where do I have a place that talks about biology? Go there and ask the professionals. Say, can I make an appointment? I want my family to get educated on this. It's that they will make time for you because they know how the community is reacting. If y'all in Baltimore, go down to the University of Maryland. Call the phone them and say, look, I gotta take a field trip with the babies, man. Get some of your buddies from the hood and say, look, let's take a quick trip and let them explain, let's talk to us. That's important, man. We promote the wrong shit. Everybody can't play baseball, football, and basketball. Everybody can be 6'5", 350 pounds. Everybody can be able to jump off the roof. Everybody can't do that. But the truth is that a lot of us, watch this, y'all, a lot of us can learn about technology and science. more than a lot of us can play sports. So we spend our whole life trying to be sports and this and sports that, when the truth is that we could actually clean some of the streets up, because you got a better opportunity to get one of them jobs in technology. You got a better opportunity to become a science. You got a better opportunity to become a doctor than you do a daggone professional baseball player or professional football player. Basketball player got what, 16 people on the team? Football got what, 50 something? And how many teams is in the NFL? So we trick our kids. Okay? You know, everybody might not be fortunate. You know, my kids play sports, but when they wanted to quit, they quit and they went to college, because I always promoted the both. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't hard for them to say, I don't want to do that no more, Dad. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go to college. Like that was, you know, when my daughter said that, man, I mean, I just smiled, man, because she was a hell of a basketball player. She grabbing that rim. You feel me? Literally. Gonna jump out the gym and grab that rim, damn near dunking. At 5'9", no, she wasn't 5'8". So when she said, I just want to go to school, you know. And, you know, and in the second year, it's like, I'm proud. My daughter, my other daughter, right? She already know what college she want to go to and what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? My other two sons, 3 years of college. They played football in high school though. But in their third year of college, everybody got good grades. I'm proud of them, because I didn't just promote sports. I say, man, you got to do both. This is what you can do. Boom, boom, boom. So we need to change that climate, man. And now we see that being intelligent fares us well now, right? Because if you just dumb, you run around following the bad information, the poor man information sponsored by the European community, because they put that in. That's their information, right? That's their thing right there. They want to topple the government and the whole 9 yards. That's that anti-vaccine movement type of thing. It's all bored together. Man, we ain't never, like when? When was we promoting against vaccines? Like, we never even had a chance to even worry about that. Where'd that come from? Like, everybody know they went and got their vaccines before they went to school. Everybody that went to the Army, Air Force, Marines, whatever, know you got vaccinated. Like we're losing brain cells or something now. You know what I'm saying? Like Facebook, YouTube, is that really the place to really get your information like that? No. So, you know, I just want to say that, because we have a client of anti-intellectualism. Okay, and everybody thinks it's a joke. And we don't know the difference between Ali Muhammad, anti-vaxxer, Sarah Stupidity, anti-vaxxer, Buzz Lightyear, anti-vaxxer, Louis Farrakhan, anti-vaxxer. What's the other guy? Any other names?
Phil Valentine, Polite.
All of them, they're anti-vaxxer. Divine Prospect, anti-vaxxer. I'm just pro-choice, whatever. You're an anti-vaxxer. You sound just like, if I hadn't went to that room, if we hadn't went up in there and we was in Harlem and debated the anti-vax community, man, some of y'all could have let some of that nonsense fly. Y'all was saying the same things they were saying. Oh, we're not anti-vaxxers. Go look at the video, y'all. We're not anti-vaxxers. We just want safer vaccines. You just gave me a whole 3-hour dissertation on why you're not taking vaccines, and then trying to convince us you're not anti-vaccine, and you are the anti-vax community.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think is the root of the anti-intelligence in the Black community? Like, where do you think it stems from?
What I think it stems from? It's easier to be a pseudo than it is to be scientifically sound, yo. It's the easy way out of it, man. You know, and humans want the easy way out, not just Black people. Humans want it's easy than just read the book. That's hard, yo. To understand some mathematical equations, it's hard to sit through and listen to Wu Jia teach. He gonna break it all the way down.
But what makes them make fun of the smarter kids? It's like, it's one thing to choose not to be the smart kid or study like that, but what makes them look at the other smart kids like, oh, you think you all that?
It's a cover of their own stupidity.
Look, y'all think I was being funny. Now listen, Watch this. I'm gonna use you an example, Wuja. Wuja is surgical with his approach. Non-nonsense, right? He'll tell you, I know when to joke and when not to joke, right? And he take you the long route as if he was in school. That's what he do. And people will swear, oh, you taking too long. Me, I crack some jokes, da 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 da. But the reality is, like, it's about slowing the shit down and getting the daggone ins and outs of the information. That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? And most of us, our attention span ain't there for that. We talk about all the time. Why is they channel more popular than this? Why this? Why that? Why that? Because our attention spans as human beings are slow. Everything has been sped up. It's instant now. Y'all can't remember a time when you didn't have cell phones. I do. Y'all can't remember the time where you had to wait till you get home to get on the phone. I do. I know both sides of it. I know how to walk around with the number calling you all day long, and I know what it was like to have a phone book, a little black book, and wait till you get home to make a call. I remember when you don't even have two-way calling. Y'all looking at me like, this nigga talking about, right? Internet, what's the internet? So now everything is sped up. Right now, today, it's more important today to understand science than it ever has been before, because you can get tricked the most right now. Wuja, you was ready to say something. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say something different, but I want to say something on what you just said. On Kent's question. There's a couple of psychological studies out there, and if I can pull one up, I'll send it to you afterwards, or as soon as I can. But there's some studies out there on that question, or related to that question, and the conclusion, some of the conclusions is the fact that people will do that. People will joke and clown smart people, or project that smart people think they know it all and things like that as a cover up for their own shortcomings. That's one. And then two, it's an appeal to laziness, like Unc said. Water seeks the path of least resistance, and that's how the actual mind works itself. That's the innate nature of the mind itself. And so some people give into that, and they don't want to challenge themselves, because you can only have growth through challenge. Like when you lift weights and build muscle, you have to have that resistance in your weights. You can't lift 5 pounds for 10 years and expect to grow muscles. So the same thing with the mind. And so they expound on this. I'm just giving you the gist of a couple of things of why people do it. It's a psychological thing at the root of it, but it manifests in different ways. People get clowned, and then when a community of people get like that, then it becomes the norm and the cool thing to be lazy and to do the opposite. And that's really what we're facing right now. But what I originally wanted to say was to go back to the presentation earlier. Two things to highlight and maybe build on throughout the conversation was, I thought it was very good for the doctor to say or advise people to ask people you trust. And so, because it was on a question, I think one of you all asked the question of who would you choose, a chiropractor versus a virologist, or whatever the case is. And so she understands the real thing at play is people are going to go to who they trust. And so that
was my question.
Yeah. So when you ask
a gynecologist or a biologist.
right. There you go. Right. So you have to judge it, but ultimately people are gonna listen to those people who they trust, who they feel that have their best interests at heart, and who may be informed. So I thought that was important, because that's actually what really happens. And then the second thing was on the HIV issue. She said something interesting. She said that HIV as the virus itself, they don't have a definitive vaccine for it, because, and then ... She explained that. But what was highlighted was that they have treatments for it that are being used as a vaccine, not as if it is a vaccine, but it's being used, and the effectiveness of it is in the ballpark of how they would hope a vaccine would be. So like she said, the viral load count being so low that it's undetected and it won't be transmitted to a person's partner and so on and so forth. So that's very important, and people should really look into that more.
So let's see what we got in the chat room real quick. Where the pseudos at? Hey, Mike, I gave you the link. Mike.
Look at how he called these people out.
He's scared to join the panel, man. I said there's too many of us, man.
The man said, "Where the pseudos at?"
Where the pseudos at? Where they at?
Hey, you
Here go,
again, yo, just in case.
Here go a good question from the chat, right? And this
you
is probably
just cut off Truth. You just cut Truth off.
Well, my bad. I couldn't hear him. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Truth.
No, I was saying just put the link back in the chat because there was a couple people that was saying they wanted the link.
And I don't through this joining here so many times.
Yeah, put it there again. Go ahead.
Before we came on, I don't know if you was listening, but I was kind of chopping it up with the doctor while everybody was getting it all together and everything. But I was showing her you showed her a couple books you had read, but then you had went and did something else, and I was showing her a few of the books that I was reading, and she was like, well, shoot, I should be letting y'all do the presentation. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so
I heard
he was impressed with our reading material that we got, just to let the audience know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not bringing subpar information, Corey. Corey, we bring in the community the best they can get without being in the damn university. We bring in the same information. The difference was, right, the doctor understood precisely, being as though she works in the field, like immediately how to cut the foolery off.
Mm-hmm.
Like the question Mike asked. I wish you would get on here, Mike. Mike asked a question, right? Mike was like, so Pritchard and this, that, and the other will get that, the blase. And she was like, at the end of the day, yo, you're gonna have to trust somebody. Like, that's some simple shit right there. She didn't try to make up nothing and all that. She was like, I don't necessarily trust big companies neither.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she gave the honest, like the way, hey, Kent, where you at, Kent?
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Go ahead.
He gave a devastating answer. Remember that,
Yeah,
Kent?
I'm here.
Kent, remember that? Go ahead, say that again with what the doctor said. It was a devastatingly sharp answer.
Talking about with the black and white?
Huh?
Talking about with the black and white people, or what you talking about just now?
Yeah, you say don't let yourself. She was basically saying don't die. Yeah. Don't kill yourself trying to fight a war that happened.
Yeah, don't punish yourself because of the actions of other people. Like, basically, because of some white people who did, we went through slavery and white people treated us wrong in the past. Like, this different day now. So, we got some solutions that we actually have for our benefit now. But you got people that's like, nah, I don't want that because y'all did this to us in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Can we ponder that answer?
Yeah, that's what I'm finna do. To think about what she's saying. This is what she's saying. You wouldn't even know nothing bad happened to you if it wasn't for the people who exposed it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So who was the people that actually exposed it? They didn't look like me and you.
Yeah, it is.
It's a different notch.
I always say, like,
Sean, that's deep though, Sean. That's deep.
If they really wanted to kill us, then why tell us about the damn shit in the first place? Like, just let the joint ravage us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why even talk about a vaccine?
But another highlighted point on that point, real quick, is the fact that she said that it is of no benefit to a company to put out a bad product.
I mean, she's just like, we got to re-listen to that interview again, yo. It was different, yo. I mean, the simple shit. Like, you was thinking she was going to give a groundbreaking answer. She was basically saying, yo, okay, I know the slavery happened, but don't let that get your community messed up today.
No, but
that's deep right there.
Listen to that point that is not an advantage to a company to put out a bad product, and the fact that the U.S. military is being vaccinated, and the U.S. military is one of the bragging points of the United States globally. And so why would the United States government
kill people,
handicap its own bragging point of its own military by vaccinating them if the vaccine was intended to kill or be very dangerous, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These are just some common sense stuff without even digging into any journals.
Yeah, she hit the simple. She really hit us with the simple. Those issues right there, those 2 points right there, those things like, and so we basically double hurting ourselves. We was already hurt when we got kidnapped. We was already hurt in the 60s. We was already hurt on the crazy experiments. We was already hurt, right? So now we want to double down on the hurt and hurt ourselves. No one's asking you to forget that. What we're asking you is don't forget that. And if you don't forget that, then you would educate yourself so that you would know what was happening to you. Educate yourself so it won't happen again. It was the miseducation. It was the not knowing that got us in these situations. If you'd have understood who they was when they came into Africa, you would have known that you should fight them with your last breath. And some did and some didn't. It's the level of understanding the threat. I don't know. Where you at, Mike?
His audio.
Mike is froze. Mike, you froze with the smile.
I'm gonna ask a question to everybody on the panel, but one or two of y'all can answer, right? How many of y'all honestly, when you go grocery shopping, you honestly look at the ingredients on the items that you get? Like every single one of them. Every single one of them.
Man, I just be grabbing what I know I need to grab. The only thing that I look at, like that I watch ingredients on really is, and I ain't even too fond of that, but it's gonna be, I look at my vegetables differently than I would look at like when I go grab cereal or snacks or juice and stuff like that. Like I get 100% juice, and if it's a new juice, I might look at a new juice differently. Like, let me read the ingredients on this new juice to see, because I only just try to give my kids like 100% juice. So really, it really just be a bunch of juicy juice.
Well, I'm saying the reason why I asked that question is because of the logic of it, just the inner logic of people. People are arguing, having these arguments about vaccines, whether it's the ingredients or whatever. But when you ask simple, everyday, simple question like that, it kind of puts into question the inner logic that people have, because they'll go to the grocery store and shop down the aisles. Because if you notice, the grocery store is set up where everything outside of the aisles is more of the fresh stuff. That's where your vegetables and fruits and stuff are. When you go up and down those aisles and picking things, if you're not a person that reads or have studied or researched the ingredients of everything you get, then you're already a person that's willing to risk. And so it's an issue of risk. What are you willing to risk? Because you put those things in your body without knowing the ingredients or how it's put together or processed. But then when something is put forward, such as a vaccine, now all of a sudden you pump the brakes and you want to scrutinize every iota of it. And so that's a contradiction in logic internally. And so I think people need to really, really fix that and try to figure out why that is, for themselves.
Even with the brands we pick in the grocery store, I usually pick the brands that I saw my mom and them get back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't shy away from that for the most part. Bread and all that.
And you'd be surprised.
I don't know if that.
There's a lot of things that there's some foods that people are eating on a day-to-day basis that are doing very slow harm over time, that are way more detrimental than what this virus, the data that's come out of this, the vaccine, the data that's come out of the vaccine so far. So it's a whole lot of other things in there. But before I forget, y'all can talk about it later or whatever. But somebody asked a good question about food and these herbal tonics that I think they mentioned Madagascar last year at some point, created some herbal tonics or whatever as a deterrent or their own version of vaccine for SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19. So I think that needs to be talked about a bit tonight, as far as food, herbal supplements, and specifically that Madagascar thing. I don't know if the doctor even brought that up at all, but I think that's a good thing to talk about. Oh, dag, did I
Yo,
What happened? I mean,
everybody went at just
was-
now.
I know my shit was muted. I didn't even know it. Hey, CK.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you get the link I just sent you?
I might
Who
have.
Michael Scott, yo?
That's Mike.
Oh, my bad.
Mike right
My
there.
bad.
Where did you send it?
I sent it to the chat right here.
To my YouTube chat?
No, right here in the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, get that. Put that. That's the GoFundMe link. We got $100 million $0 in there, y'all. Just to let you know. Hey, Michael Scott.
This ain't no damn link.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. So what do you think about the show? What do you think about the show?
You know, good echo chamber in, you know.
Echo chamber. Explain that.
Echo chamber. You know what an echo chamber is.
No. Explain that. Give us something non-echo chamberish. Give us
Is
something.
it a good echo chamber?
Yeah, give us something.
Yeah.
We try to avoid that. I try my best to avoid the echo chamber, but you know, sometimes facts is facts, and we can't avoid. You know,
the science is accurate.
Oh, yo, please let Mike get it in. Let Mike get it in, yo. Then y'all
let him speak, y'all.
Get him. Let him speak, then get him, because he's gonna get got. Go ahead, Mike.
Man.
I mean, should we warn him first, though?
Listen. If you want alternative perspective, I'll give it to you. You asked the question, why do some people not trust the medical establishment? Why do Black people not trust it, right? Legitimate question.
Yeah, that's the question you asked, yep, and she gave you an answer.
Yeah, I'm an anti-vaxxer. She didn't convince me. Still not convinced.
You can't convince an anti-vaxxer, though. They would never take it anyway. That's the point. That's why you're anti-vaxxer.
You're already vaccinated anyway.
I've taken them in the past. My daughter has taken them. My wife has taken them, but I will not take this one.
Hold on.
Y'all are still alive?
I got a question.
What would convince you to take this one? What bit of information?
Probably under these circumstances, I would probably 2 or 3 years of trials. I would definitely want to see what happened to people like y'all that took it early, and just sit back and watch the show.
So like 270, like 200 million people that take it before you. Would that be cool? Like, would you take it after like 200 million people took it?
If I needed it at that point, you know, I may have already caught the virus. I may already be inoculated. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mike.
You heard what she said about the? Did you hear what the doctor said about natural immunity?
No, I was kind of done when the doctor, when she answered my question, which I thought was a non-answer, because I actually thought she agreed with me, but kind of, you know what I mean? He kind of made me look silly the way he phrased the question. He said, I asked the question, although I think it's a trick question. You know, it was about Pfizer and the fact that this paid out almost $5 billion as of 2020. No, as of 2000. So 20 years ago, it paid up $5 billion in violations for their vaccines and their drugs. So I don't trust them.
Yeah,
I didn't recall. Go ahead, Wujawa. You want to say something?
Yeah, I sent a video. Go to like.
Whoa. Hold on, Mike.
1 hour, 4 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah,
hey,
Mike. I just
wanted to. Forgot the lady. Hold on, Wujawa. You forgot the lady said she didn't trust big companies neither. You forgot that? And she said she's not.
Said that. Yes.
Hold on.
She agreed with me. Go ahead.
Hold on. And then she said, but we're not dependent on the damn companies. It's scientists like me.
She said we're dependent on good.
You can't. It's not what you do,
on good people.
Mike.
No. Let me, because this is going to what I was going to ask you, because I want to walk with you for a second, Mike, because I think you have a valid concern. So, let me ask you this: Are you satisfied with?
Mike don't got no damn valid concern, but go ahead, Wuja.
No, Mike, I think he does. So, Mike, let me ask you: Are you satisfied with the regulatory standards that's set forth for safety and efficacy of these medical medicines and things like that? Are you satisfied with what's in place?
As a lay person, I'm not an expert like y'all. Absolutely not, because it is going to the FDA. They already having problems with it, finding isolated cases. So no, I don't trust it. Plus, anybody does any little bit on the FDA, it has basically been compromised by the pharmaceutical industry. Most of the directors and assistant directors of the Food and Drug Administration have worked in the pharmaceutical industry. Obama's appointee to the FDA, Bush's appointee, and I believe Trump's last deputy director of the FDA might have even been Pfizer or one of those other companies. So unethical.
Well, so the reason I asked that is because regardless of the person, maybe their political affiliation or even financial affiliation, the actual standards itself that's required for these companies to follow, like even in their manufacturing, their development, even the clinical trials, the phase 1, 2, 3, and even after approval, the phase 4 and things like that. So if you're familiar with all of that, my question was more towards that. Are you satisfied, or would you seek to try to change even the standards and requirements on paper, regardless of the people? Like I don't care if it's a man, woman, black, white, Democrat, Republican, that doesn't matter. I'm just saying the standards themselves. Are you satisfied with that, or would you seek to kind of change that?
No, I'm not convinced, bro. I mean, I'm not putting it in my body. I don't care what nobody.
Can I say something real quick? Because Mike brought up Pfizer. Are you aware that there are other companies? Pfizer is just one of many.
Yes.
All right. So how much do you know about the other companies?
AstraZeneca, Pfizer, all of them. But
how much do you know about them?
Well, let me say this. Up until 2 years ago, I was employed by the pharmaceutical industry, not on a grand scale, but I ran a pharmacy. I ran a CVS pharmacy. So, anecdotally speaking, I have seen how profits and vaccines go hand in hand. And I understand how they make money, and the profit motive is there. And I think when the profit motive is as high as it is now, safety is compromised. So I'm not putting it in my body, and I wouldn't advise anybody else to do it.
Well, that goes to my question. Oh, I'm sorry. That goes right into my. Let me just say this real quick, because it goes right into my question. That's why
I'll be real brief with y'all. We can get back into it and get right back into it because there's a conflict. Because before he said, well, after some of y'all take it and I see the results and I would take it. But now his stance is that he said, I ain't putting that in my body. That's totally different from the intro. So we were already working on a faulty premise, but go ahead.
No, I was going to say, okay, that's something to point out, but I was going to go with what you last said, safety and efficacy. And so you're saying that the safety is compromised because of the profit element. And so that's why I asked, on paper, the safety guidelines are there, regardless of profit or not, or whatever the case is. They have to follow certain things, like the phase 1, 2, and 3. They have to meet certain thresholds, scientific thresholds. And so that's why I'm narrowing my question on that. And so if you're familiar with those guidelines, what I take from you so far, you were saying that you're not satisfied with that. But that should be outside of the money making aspect of it, because I don't care if it's $1 trillion that could be made or just $1. The money amount does not affect the requirements of the safety and efficacy thresholds that these organizations have set forth, like the FDA, the CDC, and so on.
Let me ask you this: do you know that a lot of these major pharmaceutical companies, and I don't have the ability to text it to you or to email it to you, but are you familiar with the term fast track?
Yes, definitely.
Do you know that the FDA will charge fees in order to fast track certain drugs and vaccines to get them to market, and they accept those fees from private industry to fast track them, and that's like a regular policy they have now. Are you familiar with that?
Very, very familiar. And what they do is the fast tracking has standards as well. It's just that they're more lenient than full approvals. So, for example, the two vaccines right now, Moderna, which nobody seems to mention, and Pfizer, vaccines, they have a emergency use authorization, which has its own thresholds that should not be confused with the full approval. And so people got to be mindful of that. The full approval is a different set of standards you have to meet than the quote unquote fast track or warp speed, the EUA that these are approved for right now. And so that's a valid concern, but it's just a different standard. It's not to say that because how some people put it is as if the FDA could be paid off to bring something to market, and that's a mischaracterization of how that works.
Well, you have a lot of faith in our government, bro. I don't share your values. So
no, I mean, I'm saying I don't have to have faith. See, government is people, right? And everybody's all humans can lie, all humans can scam and stuff like that. So we have to have some checks and balances. This is where the standards of science and everything comes into play. Like for me, for example, I have read the full clinical trial of both Moderna and Pfizer fully. Like it's a long read, and I sat down and read both of them, so I can be informed and also share. And everybody I talk to, 100% of people I talk to that have something to say about it, they haven't. And so every single time I ask them the questions and they can't answer because they don't actually put their eyes on the actual data. So I don't have to trust anything because I actually look at it myself. I don't trust other people.
Hold on. You're right. Well, I ain't mean to cut you, but let me cut him. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Now, y'all pay close attention. Mike is my good friend. But this how you kill a pseudo. What does the FDA stand for? You don't trust the FDA?
No, I do not trust the Food and Drug Administration.
Okay, so you know what? What's your favorite drink, Mike? Everybody be quiet. What's your favorite drink, Mike? This is how you get Mike out of here. Do you drink bourbon, Mike?
I drink distilled water.
No, Mike, do you drink bourbon? Stop. Come on, everybody be quiet. Mike, I know your favorite drink, bro. Is
damn, that's all you drink, bro?
Hey, come on, Ken.
Don't listen to that,
man.
Dude.
Don't nobody. Do you drink bourbon, Mike? That's your favorite drink, bro. Good bourbon, too. Yes or no, Mike?
Distilled water. You see that? That's what I drink.
Stop. So you ain't gonna tell the truth, Mike? Mike, you ain't gonna tell the truth. You ain't gonna tell the truth, Mike?
Who that distilled water from?
Come on, everybody be quiet. Mike, do you drink
Tell him to
bourbon?
open the refrigerator. Look, he got his camera on. Tell him to open the refrigerator. That's all you gotta do.
Hey, no, everybody stop. Mike, do you drink bourbon?
What company is that?
Distilled water.
Tell the truth, Mike. Mike, tell the truth, Mike.
There it is. Look, just go through the refrifrigerator. There it is right there. Look,
soy milk.
FDA. Look, FDA all over it.
See that? Cashew milk. See that?
FDA.
Yeah, FDA.
Everything in that refrigerator.
Listen. The nutritional facts on everything you have in your
man, y'all let him get off, man. Mike drink bourbon. That's his favorite drink. Good
We're
bourbon.
man.
It's FDA, man. Food Drug Administration, man.
Look at the nutritional facts on
The
back.
FDA has to approve everything.
FDA is regulating.
That's my point, Mike. You only trust them when you ain't drinking bourbon. When you drinking bourbon, you trust them.
You know, it's funny. You heard of Marianne Williamson?
I don't want to talk about. I want to talk about the bourbon.
I'm making a point. You heard of Marianne Williamson?
No.
Right?
Answer the question. Do you drink bourbon? I'm not gonna let you move forward till you answer the question. Yes, I drink bourbon, right?
Mike.
See you out of there, Mike. You don't trust, but you trust when you drink that bourbon. That's like black people. They go down to the corner, buy a bag of heroin, put it in them, be high, talking about I don't trust them vaccines. Buy a bag of weed from a pure stranger and smoke it, right? And then say I don't trust them people. Man, I don't believe y'all.
I resent the fact that you're equating me to a drug addict. I really do.
What I did was, I dealt with drugs as drugs, Mike. Alcohol is a drug, Mike. Heroin is a drug, Mike. Simple as that. Marijuana is a drug.
I'm offended.
You shouldn't be.
Hey, Unc, I'm gonna tell you this, Unc. Listen, you said something earlier. You said that I like to walk. I like to slow it down and walk people that long walk. And I'm gonna tell you this. I was great.
What's up?
Mike, I remember when I first started talking about it, I said, I'm gonna walk with you, Mike. I want to walk this walk. And I was gonna lead Mike to his refrigerator because he has the camera on. Because the whole thing about FDA, that's why I was setting him up. See, you rushed it. I'm saying I was asking about the regulation because the Food and Drug Administration is regulating.
I don't trust them.
Right, but I'm saying
how is that possible?
But it's a contradiction though. You don't trust them, but yet your refrigerator is full of trust.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean,
a whole refrigerator full of trust.
That butter you had on the shelf.
You're making a false argument, dude.
No. I guarantee
you're making a false argument.
I don't trust this company, but I'm finna buy the car.
I don't trust most of the drivers on the highway, but I gotta drive. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
Oh, okay, all right, I got you.
Guess
all right,
what? White people gotta approve the car too, man.
Hold on, y'all.
Gotta go through their safety regulations.
Okay, so now you have clarified your idea and meaning of trust. Then, so you don't distrust it because you have to, because you could optionally grow everything in your refrigerator you can grow yourself. No. But you go to the grocery store and you trust the FDA, at least to the extent of feeding yourself and your family FDA approved products.
I don't trust them.
But then why would you buy food
in your
refrigerator where it has to be approved by the FDA to be
Listen, you're making a false argument. You're making a false
refrigerator itself.
How? You said I don't trust the FDA, but I trust the FDA to make sure the food that I eat is safe. That's a contradiction.
The environment that I don't trust, but I participate in because I'm forced to. I have to. I cannot.
So you do trust them. You don't gotta trust them. You can go.
But I am not going to.
You can grow your own food.
You can grow your food.
A voluntary vaccine. I'm not doing that.
You can grow your own food.
Yeah, so the doctor made that point though.
I can build my own house too, but I'm not doing that
every day.
I could make my own car, but I ain't gonna do
so
that.
It ain't forced, like you saying. You can grow your own.
It ain't forced. You could just walk.
Ridiculous, man. Listen, it's a ridiculous argument. It really is. It's ridiculous.
I understand why you say it's ridiculous, but the reality is that your trust is a convenient trust. Let's at least admit that your trust is a convenient trust. So when it comes to the food, you feel like you have to, or you're forced to do that, where you're really not. But what you really mean is practical. Like you could build your own house, but it's not practical for you to do it, and you don't really have the time to do it. So your trust is like a rolling trust or a convenient trust. So with vaccines, it's not facing you. Like right now, you're not in any state of emergency to rush and go get a vaccine. So right now it's a distant thing. So it's like, because what you said earlier, you said if somebody said, I think somebody on here said, if 200 million people got it before you, your response was, well, only if you need it at that time, and et cetera, et cetera. So again, your trust is a convenient trust, as you're demonstrating for us tonight.
So let me say this, and let me apologize for making that statement, because I think I misspoke. And here's why I say that. I think that it was going to come to a point where none of us who decide not to take the vaccine can participate in normal society unless we show proof that we are, one, not affected with COVID or some other virus, and two, that we have taken the vaccine. I think it's going to come to that point. I think that in order to
Mike,
to go to public places,
why would they do that, though, Mike? Why, Mike?
He says he think it's gonna come down to that. He don't know.
I'm just saying, but why would they do that, though, Mike?
Because you know how Mike think. Rational.
No, I'm asking Mike, but why though? Why shoot the whole army up with the coronavirus vaccine? Like why, bro? Like, is it a reason for it? Why is the whole world participating in this European fraud? Why? Why would everybody need a vaccine? Well, why you think it could be any other reason, but they're trying to kill us, yo? Could it be remotely anything else, though, Mike? That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, why? Why would they do such a thing? Why would they make you wear a seatbelt, Mike? And charge you a fine if you don't wear it, Mike? Why?
Echo chamber, man. Echo chamber.
Mike, I'm asking you, forget the echo chamber. What I'm asking you is, why would they do all that, Mike? I'm asking you, why? Why would they shoot the army up with the same thing giving all of us? Why?
You want me to answer?
Yes, I just want to know why, Mike.
Why wouldn't they do that?
What, man? Let me get off here, man.
You know what that's called? What he just did, y'all. Hold up, I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna go back.
Because they could get sued.
No, what Mike just did, was
No,
an example
one
of
of the
shifting
first
the burden
things
of
that they
proof.
did when they did the CARES Act was they took legal steps to make sure that none of the companies or the industries that require it can be sued. They put that in the CARES Act. I know that.
Yeah, he's right about that. So Mike, real quick, just to kind of give more light.
No, that was for the trials. That ain't for everybody. That ain't for like everybody else, man. That was for the trial period.
That's for business. That's for companies that require their employees to have it. Trust me.
Yeah, and it's because it's linked to the EUA, the emergency use approvals. But what I want to say though, right now, and this is for everybody, right now, both Moderna, Pfizer, and any other ones that get the emergency use authorization, they're not even recommending healthy adults who are under 65 years old that don't have any underlying conditions. They're not even recommending you to get it. So a lot of this talk is really premature, out of fear, and some other anxiety issues that people are having, and then the conspiracy theories are coming in. But a lot of this stuff is premature noise because people are not even being recommended that who are under 65 healthy. They're not even talking about getting the vaccine or recommending those people to get the vaccine. Right now, it's for emergency workers who are highly likely to get exposed to somebody who's infected, and then people who are 65 and older, 75 and older, period, but 65 and older if you have comorbid or underlying conditions. So
see, you're a reasonable brother. You're a reasonable brother. I like talking to you.
Hey,
everybody else, they go crazy on.
Hey, Mike,
I want to respond. I got
a statement for you though, Mike.
Could I respond to him?
Go ahead. Respond to him.
There's a lot of people like me who are not wearing tinfoil hats, who are responsible, who are family men, who have good jobs and nice homes and all that other shit that they say is important, who got education, who are not in favor of this vaccine. I'm telling you, your job is to win over people like me because you haven't done it. You just haven't done it. I'm a black man that don't trust. I don't trust the system, and I have legitimate reason not to trust the system.
Nature kills you before we convince you. It's not our job. Nature will provide your answer. It'll take you out, or it won't take you out, and it'll just put you in a really bad shape or state. It's not our job.
It's put my ancestors in bad shape. It's put my family in bad shape.
No.
My uncles and all that.
Nobody you
trust in this system has put a lot of black people in bad shape. I agree with you.
Who you know died from a vaccine, Mike?
I know some people that died for trusting the government.
No, no. Let's be specific. Who do you know? You don't know the one who died?
Exactly.
I do. And
who died?
In the 50s, this book here. Are you familiar with this book?
In the 50s?
We can't see that. We can't see it. It's upside down, Mike. Your camera upside down.
Dr. Mary's Monkey.
Dr. Mary's Monkey. This book goes into detail about SV40. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm asking.
The polio vaccine?
Died from a vaccine.
Are you familiar with? I'm about to tell you. Are you familiar with the polio vaccine?
No, he's talking about somebody that you know. Somebody that you know personally.
Yes, I have family members that have died from
polio vaccine.
I have,
but I'm asking you.
Yes, I have family members that have died from cancer.
No,
and they got the polio vaccine. They got the polio vaccine.
Y'all got family members
which had cancer in the vaccine.
No,
so
come on,
Mike. Prove that it gave them cancer.
Let's be honest. All right. You don't know anyone that have died from a vaccination. Yeah, you're walking around with vaccines in you right now.
And I hope I don't have cancer in my body.
So now when you take a vaccine,
I didn't take the polio vaccine though. I didn't take the polio vaccine, so I might be okay, but my mother took it. So hey,
how do you know you haven't taken the polio? She told you?
She took the polio vaccination.
No, I'm asking, how do you know you haven't though?
Because I have my shot records. I have a whole history of it.
Where's your source that is cancer in the vaccine?
SV40. Let me show you. All right. So this particular book deals with it. We ain't gonna have time to go over it tonight, but you need to look up Dr. Mary's Monkey, man. Look up that book. Look up SV40. Polio vaccine.
Can you explain what SB40 is to the people, or you want me to do it?
Nah, man, you know I can't explain that.
Man, you got a bazillion books. Just flip to a page. Check the reference section or the back of the book.
Because you brought up polio, so I'm trying to figure out what human being you know died from a vaccine.
They died of cancer.
So you don't have any proof that they died from a vaccine.
I ain't got no proof. You win.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I have a legitimate question for Brother Mike. Since you don't trust the government so much, you don't trust the FDA so much, how do you know that when the FDA is approving Silk, that cashew milk that you showed us, how do you know that the FDA is not putting anything in that milk that you're drinking or allowing Silk to sell you a product that could be causing you harm long term because they have to go through their safety regulations in order to sell their product in stores? How do you know that the FDA can be trusted, that they're not going to either A, do something to those people's milk, or worse, allow them to put something in their milk or not follow safety protocols to where it's not going to be causing you harm via long term? How do you know that?
I don't know it, and it's a great point. And in fact, there was even an article, I think it was in the New York Times, about the Trump administration and them not having enough regulators at the FDA, and that's his own particular ideology. But they believe in less regulations. The point I'm trying to make is that we do not know what these manufacturers are putting in our food. It's Russian roulette, whatever.
Purchasing it? Why are you trusting them?
And they're forced to give us the ingredients.
It's no different than right now. For example, most of our food contains GMO, and the government, the FDA, said they're not required to list the foods that have GMO.
What's wrong with it?
Modified organisms.
What's wrong?
So the point is,
what's wrong with GMO?
Even the FDA has been compromised because they won't list all the ingredients or all the procedures in order to make stuff.
All right.
I didn't want y'all to ask another question. We need to stay on point. Nope, I'm karate chopping all you mother flowers. Y'all go move out my way, yo. No, Mike. No, Mike, you just admitted that you do not trust them. So why are you purchasing their food? Why are you purchasing all this food in your refrigerator for your family, killing your family? Because you don't trust the FDA, and the FDA has to approve all of these companies to sell you safe and effective products that aren't going to harm you in the long term, but you're concerned about a vaccine that you probably only got to take this one time versus this food that you're eating and drinking every day.
You're repeating yourself. I already told you why. It's the same reason I drive a car.
I just want to correct something, though. The FDA does require anything that's consumable, digestible, human consumption. You have to list all of the ingredients. There's no way around it. There's no such thing as a secret ingredient. The formulation and the recipe itself, that's intellectual property that could be protected. But the ingredients themselves, what it contains, has to be listed. So I just want to make sure everybody understands.
The European Union
hanging drywall while he talking to us.
So let me
European Union.
Let me say something real quick about the SV40. The SV40 is not a vaccine. The SV40 is the actual virus that was causing bone cancer and brain cancers and different type of cancers.
Right. That was in the vaccine.
Not the vaccine that did that.
That was in the polio vaccine, though.
No, that it was in the polio vaccine because it is the virus. Of course, they use the virus in the vaccine to cause an immune reaction. You know what I mean? But it is the actual virus that was causing cancer, not the vaccine.
You talking about the polio?
Yeah.
The polio thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the scientist that actually worked on that, right? and he got a bad name. They banished him and all that, only to find out they didn't listen to his damn ass. He was trying to tell them the whole time. And I forget exactly what it was, yo, but he was trying to, he realized that the ingredients, something happened. Either they kept the ingredients out. He was like, no, let's just,
it was monkey kidneys. It was monkey kidneys they was using.
No, that's not it. Come on, Mike. You know what's funny though, Mike? You know what's funny though, Mike? But you down there building your basement up, yo. Don't let it fall on you because you suit up. Send the FDA over there to make sure you don't mess up.
I know how to make shit.
Yeah, and you read the regulations to make it right. So anyway, the point that I think is important here is that even though whatever happened to those people, because I want to listen to the conversation, the risk reward, yo, still outweighs anything that you would have had, bro. The fact that we don't got polio, don't got to run around with them things on our legs no more, yo, man, that shit crazy. You ever went to a third world country, yo? Everything not cool, yo. I just want to make that point. Y'all go ahead and finish that though. Michael Tripp.
He just playing, man.
I'm dead serious, man. Y'all dead wrong, man. Y'all dead wrong.
Okay. Well, since y'all done berated Brother Mike, I have a follow-up question to my initial question. So, damn it, I forgot my darn question.
You too violent.
I was gonna ask.
You're a violent.
I just wanted to ask, like, what is worse though? Like, what if you're eating the food and you're saying, hey, you know what, I have to eat, so I'm trusting, the government right here. I'm trusting the FDA here to make sure I'm getting safe food for my family to eat, but I don't want to trust the vaccines that could protect me from viruses that, killing people, like 300,000 thus far in the United States. How are you balancing out which one is more important? An airborne virus that's being transmitted by people that may not even show signs that they're sick versus food that I could be eating that's slowly killing me.
Well, you familiar with Marianne Williamson?
So I guess you're just not going to answer my question.
I gotta frame my answer to your question. I'm out in the courtroom. CK, you so violent, man. Why you always get violent with me? It's a violent conversation.
I'm super friendly, sir.
Nah, you ain't super friendly. So anyway, Marianne Williamson was a candidate for president. She was in the Democratic primary. And she asked the question, why is it that Americans disproportionately have more illnesses than other industrialized nations? And the reason is we have a compromised regulatory system in the form of the FDA. And I would love to just have a conversation like outside of this one where we can just break down all of the different, FDA directors and assistant directors that came out of the pharmaceutical industry, which is proof positive that revolving door makes them compromised.
Hey, Mike, you do a great job.
I don't trust the food supply.
You do a great job.
I don't trust the food supply.
Yeah, we don't believe you, Mike.
Hey, man, from the looks of things, you do.
Your refrigerator says otherwise.
Yeah,
I
know I'm a little overweight.
Step back from that camera, buddy.
I'm a little overweight. I got it.
Nah, I ain't calling you overweight.
We all overweight, man. Winter,
You know what though? I gotta actually question a man that would give his baby something that he didn't trust, yo. Like, I wouldn't give my kids something if I really thought they was gonna die like that.
Nah, you lying. Yes, you would.
No, I would not, yo. I don't think that. I don't think that them eating McDonald's every now and then gonna kill him. I think eating McDonald's every single day, based off the fact that this process will do harm to him in the long run. But I don't think that, dog. I don't believe that. Because if I did, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't let my kids sell no drugs. We're gonna fight like cats and dogs. Punched in the mouth the whole 9 yards. I'm going all out. They're not gonna be in the game in my house. They're not gonna bring that destruction on me. We're not doing it. I'm fighting, I'm throwing blows. I'm taking the gun out, I'm pistol whipping them. I'm doing all that. They say that nigga is serious about that. It must be something about that he don't want me to do. That's how much I love my babies, yo. Simple as that. So if I thought half the shit was going as you say, I would bum rush the White House by my damn self. I don't want to live. Trust me with that, yo. I'm going out. All the way out. If that's the way I felt. So I be thinking, y'all little big cowards. Because if I thought they was really killing this dude, I'm going all out. I won't live to see the day they killed us. Serious about mines, bro. I would not talk all this rhetoric. They'd be like, that used to be Brother Unc. He charged the White House. Grenades and guns and everything. He's no longer there on Earth. He went out. Yeah. So I don't really believe y'all really believe what y'all saying y'all believe, because y'all drive cars, y'all got refrigerators full of food, y'all drink bourbon and wine, y'all smoke cigarettes, y'all talk crazy about the vaccine and smoke a pack of cigarettes. What? They FDA tell you that smoking cigarettes will cause cancer, and you smoke a whole pack and just say I'm not taking the vaccine while they talking to me about vaccines. I don't believe y'all fronting.
Let Cube on, man. He's saying vaccines kill somebody.
Man,
so he shows the vaccine to kill. He said you can't defend old vaccine. What you mean? Vaccines is vaccines. Inoculations is inoculations.
Give Cube the link.
Man, I gave Cube the link an hour ago. He just don't want to join.
Ain't nobody listen to you, Cube. Cube, you just trying to stir it up like you always do, Cube. Stop it. So yo got out of a million doses, he got over a billion doses of vaccines, right? Billion doses. He talking about one person. So what? The hell with the one person that died, if that's the point you trying to make. If that's
he can't prove the one person died from the vaccine.
Goodness gracious. If that's the point, yo, think about it. If that's the point that one person out of 225 years died from a vaccine, then man, that person sacrificed themselves for the freedom of others. God bless America. Q. Boy, I tell you. It's amazing, man. So, I don't know. Where you at? He gone. Everybody gone. Hey, Malcolm, where you at?
Man, over here laughing at
Save your energy, man.
That boy said the FDA told you cigarettes would kill you.
They told you, you still do it. Man, come on, man. It's right on the pack, yo. The Surgeon General. It's the Surgeon General, yo. Hang out with the FDA. The Surgeon General has proved that cigarettes will cause cancer. Let me see. Hold on. And they all smoking. And I have not heard a campaign to black community to stop smoking. Let's see. Smoking warning label. Let's see.
You lying. You know black people are campaigning against. Man, come on, man. You ain't right.
What?
You ain't right. Now you just trying to be funny.
They not campaigning about, though.
It's not.
It's niggas that debate you, right? Standing right on the corner, debate you about a vaccine, right? Like, nah, yo, that shit got too many side effects. And here come a fiend walk up the street, like, yo, let me get two of them, bro. Like, come on, yo, like dead ass. That's where we at with it right now.
And hand the crack right off.
Like, the shit crazy. They ain't worried about the side effects of Percocets or oxycodone. You know what I mean? These niggas out here popping that shit every day, Miley's.
Right.
They putting everything in their fucking bodies, but they worried about a vaccine. Oh, the vaccine gonna kill them. Ain't none of that shit FDA approved. We know that.
Hold on, here we go. Let me go. Let me prove my point.
At some point in time, people have to like put two and two together, like common sense. Like, yo, I used to be in that same boat thinking that, oh, the white man trying to kill us with the vaccines, they trying to hurt the black man and blah, blah, blah. After a while, I had to let that go because it's like, yo, man, I'm drinking and eating all this stuff from the same people that I say I don't trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that they're trying to kill me. Like, why are they gonna go out of their way to kill me with a vaccine when it's like, it would be easier to do by just poisoning the food supply, poisoning the water. You know what I mean?
They do all those
like,
things.
We
They
buy
like people to do
electronical
it too.
devices. We got
They
cell
do all those
phones,
things.
laptops. We got TVs in our home. They could be putting devices in those that could do all kind of stuff to us. You know what I mean? It would be so much easier to do it that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have in front of your face one of the most famous packs in the Black community. It's called the Newport. And what does the Newport say? The Newport says, warning. Warning, that's WARNING. Warning with semicolon. Warning, the Surgeon General, the white man has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. I'm gonna slow this down for y'all because maybe I'm just tripping. Warning, the Surgeon General, the white man, has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. Not might be dangerous, not could be dangerous, but dangerous. This is the white man. That's why I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't.
Facts. It's not a campaign in the Black community to get cigarettes out of our community.
Right.
And they told us that it's bad for us. And it's sold in every store in our community. So why ain't nobody making videos about getting cigarettes out the community? Why ain't nobody making videos about stopping our people from smoking cigarettes? But y'all will come on here and make videos about the vaccine, something that's supposed to help you. I mean, community crazy, man.
Past the crazy stage, yo. Cigarettes, Newports, our favorite brand, the menthol. They on the pack. It's gonna kill you if you smoke it.
What's going on? Peace to the panel, man.
No, you're not. You're not coming in like that, bro.
I can't say peace.
No, you can't try to introduce you in. Nope. We got a concrete court.
First he need to put that.
No. He don't need nothing. Where you at, Corey?
Pour it out. Grab some coffee.
Corey should have stuck right there. What's going on, Q? What you need, man? What buffoonery befalls you today?
Well, first, let me say peace.
Wait, are you drinking yet? I just want to know.
No. I'm good.
A little bit. You got a slight beer.
Put the Red Bull down, Q.
Hey, yo. Hey, listen, man. I'm over 21, man, the drinking age. But now, listen to
I just want
to before I get started. That's all. So I know where to go at with you.
No, I'm good, bro.
You got one drink or two? One drink?
Bro, I'm good. Can I just
No. I used to drink too, bro. No. I'm asking you, so I know where you at. 1 or 2 or 3, where you at? You just chilling, a little sip. Where you at?
Nah, bro, I'm good. Actually, I'm about to do this real quick, and then I'm gonna go to the store.
Okay, so you
try to get lifted.
All right, then you can talk.
You need to stay at the house, Rona. You can make you some drinks. Just get some pineapple juice, add some ginger to it, and pretend like it's alcoholic.
All right, go ahead.
I got you. It's a new year and a new day, man. So yeah. So first, this is my thing. First. So, it comes off like how the Bible believers do, because, a lot of times I see what the Bible believers do is they'll try to defend, negative actions in the Bible and say, well, God this or God that. When in actuality, all they really need to do is just say, you know what, that's just something that man did and he had no business doing that. Case in point, like how David, he sent the dude into the front line to die just to get the dude's wife. That was evil. He should have never done that. But you would have people, Bible believers, who would defend that. So what I'm saying is vaccines of old, there's no need to defend those things. You see what I'm saying? Because now we have vaccines that are, how can I say? I don't even know the words I'm looking for, but they're actually better in so many ways, and they go through so many different trials versus the vaccines of old. So we don't need to defend those. So when the brother was talking about polio, he was right and exact on that. And I don't think that there's any need to defend those vaccines. So what I was asking the brother Sean in the chat room,
but you just wrong though, Q. See, I'm not
exactly.
nothing, but I
let me get
to be wrong.
well, let me
Q,
get
wrong.
to. But let me get to my
you
question.
don't got the picture right. You playing
hold on, but why can't I get to my question
because you
real
made
quick?
a crazy false statement right there. Nobody's sitting here advocating mistakes made by vaccines and all that. We know they've made mistakes, but we ain't gonna let you come up here and make up something about a damn mistake. Like, tell the whole story on that goddamn thing.
Well, hold on. I never said that there was a mistake. I said that there was no need to defend the vaccines of old. That's all I said.
But the vaccines of old was fine.
But I haven't gotten my question out yet.
Yeah, but you start off wrong though. You can't even get to your question because you building a case of wrongness, getting to your daggone case. Just get to your case. Nobody's defending wrongness. Mike talking about doing shit on purpose. Do you really think they did it on purpose? Come on, man.
But nobody. Listen, but I never mentioned that. You just said that. I never mentioned that anybody did anything on purpose.
Mike,
or there was some kind of malintent.
You know that was Mike's whole program on that. I don't trust them. Why? Because they did this, that.
No, but that's right. not. But that's not what I. But that's not what I said, though. I just want to deal with what I'm talking about, not what the brother said. So what I was attempting to do was to extrapolate points that he made so they can then be my own. So then you no longer have to attack him. You can just attack these particular points. That's it. So what I was saying is when he was talking about...
Q, you probably should just got to the point because you was talking me to death, yo.
Okay. Yeah. I thought I had like maybe about 30 seconds to kind of...
Not really. When you start off wrong, you get cut short real fast. Get to your point. You trying to talk about his points. What is your point, bro?
Okay. So now my point is this, and I was trying to get to it. So I was asking Sean in the chat, has anyone ever had cancer or died from a vaccine? And he told me no. So
you didn't say cancer?
He didn't say cancer?
No, you. What vaccine gave somebody cancer?
Hold on, brother. I think you're kind of getting away from what I initially asked.
Cancer.
No, I didn't.
You're initially. Hold on, Mike. Hold on. I got him. Hold on, Mike. I got him. He ain't gonna be able to run. He gonna be able to run.
You can't prove to me that somebody died from a vaccine or anyone died from a vaccine.
Well, see, once again, that's not my contention. Once again, listen. Once again, that's not my contention. I don't know a millionaire, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist. So that's a non sequitur to what we're talking about right now. Nice try, though.
Bring them out, Q. Bring them out.
Brother.
Yeah, go get the dead person, Q.
Bring them out, Q.
Go get it right now, Q. 225 years of vaccines. Go give me the one dead white man.
Bring them out. You said I'm wrong. Bring them out.
Hey. But see, the funny thing is, y'all can't attack me with all that foolishness because I don't believe that the white man is against us and all of that crazy shit. I don't believe in none of that.
It was a white man.
No, I don't do. No, you got the wrong one because I don't deal with.
I
don't deal with.
Go get it. What's their name, Q?
I don't deal. See, you're not gonna get me on that because I don't deal with none of that.
Q, do you know
Wait a minute. So are you not implying that someone died from a vaccine?
That's exactly what I'm implying, but I'm not implying this white man thing. Like, no, I'm not
implying
that at all.
Was it a black person? Who died?
Hold on. We kind of
That's
moving
what
ahead of
I'm trying to
ourselves.
get you to source up on.
Yeah, I want to know.
I got you. I got you. But I want to make this.
Q,
I got you. But I want to
understand, Q. The listening audience wants to know who died and when and why did they die. And then we can have an intelligent discussion where I will not cut you off. But right now, all that, haba, booty, we're not going for that. Who the hell died? Which is most important right now, bro.
Okay, I have it on my screen right now.
Can I first?
Y'all better be careful, man. Uncle unload the machine gun on you.
Take a look at that, Mike.
Yo, let it be said real quick.
Here it is.
Mike, get out of here.
Keep going, so
handbook.
Keep going, so we get educated.
Let me see the title of that book, Mike. What's the name of that book?
Hey, just present your information so we can hear it, bro.
Doctor. You bring Dr. Murray's money? Okay, man, go ahead. Where you at, Cube? Go ahead, Cube.
Yeah. I was just waiting to for you guys to finish up. But yeah, the question that I asked the brother Sean, I said verbatim, Brother Sean, I have a question. Can the polio vaccine cause death or cancer? And he said no. So I was like, whoa, that's kind of interesting. Because when you begin to look into the polio vaccine, and this is where it gets into my first soliloquy when I came on, when I began to say, there's no need to defend these old vaccines. So although it be rare, these things did happen in the past. So there's no need to defend it. And that's kind of my contention. It's like there's no need to defend it.
I feel like defending them right now. I feel like defending them. Go get the facts. I feel like stepping up for the second generation vaccine. I feel like stepping up for the first generation vaccine. Right now, I'm on one. Go get it. And don't talk me to death. We wait.
Okay, so while I'm pulling this up, because I already actually have it up on my computer, but I'm on my phone. I want to ask you, do you also stand by that no one has ever died from a vaccine or has ever had cancer due to a vaccine? Is that what you're standing on?
Saying that whatever the goddamn vaccines was made for saved more lives than that shit. I'm standing on all that shit right now.
Hold on, Mike. I got him.
Yeah, get me.
So let me ask you.
Check this out, Cube. I don't know, but since I know you didn't turn yourself into a bona fide pseudo, I'm going with no, it ain't did none of that.
Cube, I'm gonna have to make you a pseudo sophisticated again. You do it.
No, listen. Nah, you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me.
We'll see how the night goes.
Absolutely, you be right there. We monkey.
Listen. You have to understand one thing.
Hold on. And it took me a whole 9-hour show.
He is cliffhanger.
I didn't want to believe.
Hey, let's hear the point. Let's hear the information.
He a cliffhanger.
No, I'm Sosa.
You hanging on the cliff, man.
Cube is a pseudo sophisticate supreme. I'm done.
No, he a cliffhanger.
I want to hear the info. Let's hear. I want to hear.
Yeah, let me just respond to that real quick.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
Now he said you're a cliffhanger.
But I have to respond. I have to respond to the attempts at the character assassination. No, I'm not a pseudo, not by far. Listen, I agree with 99.9%.
I question it sometimes.
No. Hey, listen, and that's fine. But see, listen, the same way that you question my pseudoness is the same way that I question other things that the government bring out. Because you know what? I'm a true skeptic. That's all it is. It's not saying I'm not one of. Listen, I'm not one of these people. Hold on. Let me finish.
You got Mike on your side.
Let me finish.
Look at Mike. Mike don't think they went to the moon. Hey, Mike, did human beings go to the moon, Mike?
Hell fucking no.
Is the earth flat, Mike?
Listen, man. Be a skeptic, dude. Be a skeptic. Listen, I'm a proud pseudo, bro. Hey, hold up. If Art call me a name, I'm good with that. Whatever label you want to give me.
Man, Mike argued for days over they never went to the moon.
They never went to the moon.
So I'm assuming the Earth's flat too, right?
But let's be fair. Let's be fair. Let's be fair because I gotta.
Who's agreeing with you, Cube?
Hey, let's hear about the polio vaccination.
Listen, it's not about that because let's be fair. Even though I'm a skeptic, I'm not an extreme or stupid skeptic. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, neither will I defend and say, "Oh, this never happened," or "This never." Like some things just happen. That's just what it is.
I just want to know, yo. So if somebody died,
you actually did. You actually did, and that's what I wanted to disprove. That's why I'm on here.
Let's hear the information. Let's get it out. Let's hear who died, how many people died, who was, all that shit.
Okay. Let's get to it. So fact check. I went to fact check.
People on the planet, yo, one person died. That's a good damn number for me, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, I went to factcheck.org, and I was looking at the polio vaccine, and I went to fact. I went to factcheck.org, and I was looking at the polio vaccine, and let me just read to you what it says.
Let me get you the source. I don't trust your reading skills. I don't trust you. What's it called?
That's fine.
Fact check.
Yeah.
I got the fact check.
What you mean you don't trust his reading skills? You couldn't spell Pfizer earlier today. Come on, bro.
No, it's okay. Nah, hey, brother, it's okay, brother. Nobody's tripping off that.
Damn,
I think he's talking about his comprehension, sir, not pronunciation.
I still can't. This is PH. What is it?
You look at my
did say Pritchard. You did say Pritchard, bro.
Shit, I mispronounced it the first time too.
Can you look at my screen, please?
Damn, on the largest show, I said Pritchard.
Yeah, hey, hold on. That's the exact page that I'm on in our website.
Bro.
And if
go
you
ahead.
go,
let him read it, bro. Y'all let him read it, please.
Yeah, we're gonna let him read it. We're gonna let him read it, yo. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. It's not even that difficult. So when you read
in order in here. Go ahead, man.
You read the third. Yeah. When you read the third paragraph,
we don't read it. We don't want to read the third paragraph. We want to start from the beginning.
No, stop, man. Come on, let's get right to it. You said get right to it. You don't need the soliloquies and all of that. Let's get right to it.
Go.
So now under the third paragraph, under full answer, it says nearly 3 out of 4 people who catch the virus have no symptoms, meaning that they would be asymptomatic.
Where you reading
about one.
Hold on.
The third paragraph.
Read the answer, bro. Read that. Did people develop cancer because of the polio vaccine? The answer. There are no known cases, and it's very unlikely. You refute. I'm done, man.
Okay, let me just read it. Okay. Let me just read it. What? Oh, okay, brother. You're done, but let the listening audience. You're done, but let the listening audience get it.
Can you read that?
You're done. Okay, let's start with full question. It says full question. Were people infected with cancer through the polio vaccine? That's the question. Now,
no,
the full answer.
Did they develop cancer because of the polio vaccine? You got to highlight it.
Brother, okay.
Do it right.
Okay.
Don't.
Let's okay. The name of this article is Did the Polio Vaccine Cause Cancer?
Yes.
By Vanessa Shapani, posted on April 24th, 2008. You can share it on Facebook, Twitter, email. Now, question. Did people develop cancer because of the polio vaccine? The answer is there are no known cases, and it's very unlikely. In the 1950s and 60s, people did receive polio vaccines contaminated with the virus that causes cancers. Where? In rodents. But research suggests this virus doesn't cause cancer in humans. So now,
let's talk about that. Go ahead. Talk about that little section. Go ahead.
So what do we want to talk about?
Talk about that. What do you get from that? What do you get from that, yo?
I get from exactly what it's saying. It's talking about the cancer. It happens in rodents, but it's very unlikely, and they don't have any people that they know of that it came from, that humans actually have it.
Okay, so but it got contaminated, though. It got contaminated.
Yeah, but hold on. Even though it says they got contaminated, they still don't have any humans that actually got cancer from it.
Right.
So how does this article prove your original claim?
No. What they're saying is the batch of vaccines that they had. Obviously, some rats had got into the batch. The batch was contaminated. That's what they're saying in that thing. They're not saying that the vaccine actually had some kind of cancer-causing agent that caused cancer in these rats. What they're saying is these rats had got into the vaccine and contaminated.
Negative.
Go back up there again. Somebody moved it.
Go back up there and read it again, man.
Let me read it again.
This article doesn't prove your original claim.
Hold on. It's gonna prove exactly.
Well, I don't know which one is that. Let me say it again. I don't know if it's that, but I do know that was the story. It got contaminated.
Hold on. Let me just read it. Let me just read it because it's actually contrary. It says the answer. There are no known cases. That's what it's starting off with. Straight up like that.
Hold on, we can't see it on the screen. CK, what you doing?
I think that Sean was sharing his screen.
No,
I think Sean was sharing the screen.
All right, there you go, Sean. Okay. All right, we got you.
Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit so that people can see exactly what's being said here. So it says plainly, it says there are no known cases. So it's ruling out every single case of cancer coming from a vaccine. It's ruling it out. It says there are no known cases, and to boot, it's very unlikely. And it goes on to say, in the 1950s and 1960s, people did receive polio vaccines. And these polio vaccines, they were contaminated with the virus that causes cancer in rodents. So they were testing it on the rodents, and it caused cancer in these rodents. Not that rodents got into it.
Wait a minute.
It's that when
Does
they
it
were
say that?
That's exactly what it says.
No, it said, wait. It says, listen, key word is.
You right.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, Corey was wrong on that point, though.
I was wrong.
He was wrong. It's fine. But it says people received the polio vaccine contaminated. So it's not the actual vaccine itself. Let's get that straight, ladies and gentlemen. It was contaminated. So, hey, Cube, you with me on that, though, right, bro? You smart.
I'm 100% with you, because the first line says it all. That there's no known cases of the polio causing cancer.
Right.
Yeah, but you can have a contention with what I said.
But hold on, let's finish. So it was just meaning some human error contaminated the batch, and the man, they talk shit about the man for years. And then when they finally let him get back into the lab, he figured it out that y'all fucked that up right here. You wasn't supposed to do that. And if they'd have let him go through what he was doing, they would have figured it out. So they made it seem like he made a bad vaccine. No, they didn't make a bad vaccine. It had got contaminated because it wasn't at the proper temperature. It's something like that. I'm gonna get to the bottom line of it.
Right. Yeah. I agree with that, because it starts off by saying that there are. It starts off by saying.
I already threw it in the back chat. Facebook.
Rap part though, but
it starts off that was enough.
Contaminated.
So let's go to the next thing. So okay.
Right.
So let's get to the kill.
Let me make it clear.
Everybody
let
knows.
me make it.
It didn't cause cancer. I just want to get that straight. Keep going. Let's go.
Right. Yeah. So even while the vaccines were contaminated, they still never caused cancer.
Gotcha.
I hope we understand that. So they didn't cause cancer, and even when they were contaminated, they didn't cause cancer in humans, only in rodents.
Correct.
So now, but research suggests the virus doesn't cause cancer in humans. So now the full question: were people infected with cancer through the polio vaccine? Full answer. Many of our readers have asked us whether people have developed cancer because they received the polio vaccine. Facebook users also have flagged stories on this topic as potentially false. The bottom line: it's highly unlikely that the lots of polio vaccine contaminated in the 50s and 60s have caused anyone to develop cancer, which we all agree on. We agree on that because it said it okay. Now, polio or poliomyelitis is a disease caused by the polio virus. About 1 in 200 people who contract the virus develop the disease, which involves loss of movement in the limbs, explains the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So now, next paragraph. Nearly 3 out of 4 people who catch the virus have no symptoms. About 1 in 4 experience less severe symptoms, such as a sore throat, tiredness, nausea, or fever. In rare cases, the virus can cause death. Right. So let's double back to my question again. When I asked the brother Sean in the chat room, I asked the brother, does it cause cancer or death? He said no to both of them. And the answer is, in rare cases, it can cause the. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. I'm almost done. I got one more sentence left. We don't need to cut off that.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
Hold on. Whoa. Come on, see. What is this? What is this? What is this?
How do you read a source that contradicts your claim and then still come to the original claim? It's true.
It caused somebody died. One or two people died.
Corey, don't let him get you. Corey, that's
simply no. I'm saying like he read all.
No, it's not the vaccine, Corey. It's the
not
virus.
The vaccine, Corey.
May cause death.
That's what
not the vaccine, yo. You just
misread a source that said the virus killed the person, not the vaccine, and then tried to say that this proves my claim.
Yeah, you messed that up, Q.
I can't, but why can't I? I can't even finish. Like, this is crazy.
I can't even finish. Yo, when
do we want to read it or not?
Okay, go ahead. Hey, no.
Do we not want to read it or not?
All right, Q, go back up there again, Corey. Go back up there again, Corey. I mean, my fault. Scroll down, Sean. Scroll down, Sean. This is where you died at.
Oh boy.
Damn, he died.
You gotta let him
He died like that.
You gotta let him
Then
go.
man, I gotta look. He died though. I'm gonna read it again. I ain't gonna get
Pour
him.
the vodka out.
You're not dead. Keep going. Come on, Sean. Well, you messing me up there. All right, right here. Hold on, where we at? Nah, was keep going, yo.
Okay, now nearly 3 out of 4 people.
No, we're gonna do that again because I cut you off. Everybody said I cut you off. Where you at, Sean?
Yeah, everybody cut me up.
Hey,
What are you doing?
You was already the game
right, here you
the
go.
other day.
Full answer. Now go ahead, y'all. I promise you, I'm gonna shut up in the full answer. Everybody listen closely. We're listening for, was it the actual vaccine that might cause death, or is it the polio virus? Let's see what we're listening for. Go ahead, Cube. You're an excellent reader. Far better reader.
Okay, hey, thank you so much because you were questioning my reading skills earlier. So now
your comprehension skills is garbage.
Okay, great. So nearly 3 out of 4 people who catch the virus have no symptoms. About 1 in 4 experience less severe symptoms, such as sore throat, tiredness, nausea, or fever. In rare cases, the virus can cause death.
There you go, bro. There you go.
Hold on, paragraph 4. Immobility can also occur decades after a person seems to recover from the infection, says the CDC. Experts classify this as an illness different from polio, naming post-polio syndrome. Between 25% and 40% of polio survivors develop the syndrome. Next paragraph. In 1954, the year before the polio vaccine became widely available,
the US saw... Move it up, because he could be making some shit up. You know how to keep...
What the fuck? Come on, man. Y'all crazy.
Go ahead. 1954, we said. Make sure you ain't throwing no word.
Right.
Sir.
In 1954, the year before the polio vaccine became widely available, the U.S. saw more than 18,000 reported cases of paralytic polio and more than 1,000 deaths due to the virus, according to the CDC. By 1964, those numbers had dropped to 106 and 17, respectively. Because of the vaccine, the U.S. has been virtually polio-free for 30 years, says the CDC, though the disease still occurs in other parts of the world. Next paragraph. The agency still recommends that children get 4 doses of the polio vaccine, each of which increases immunity to the virus. In 2016, 93.7% of children under 3 years old had received at least 3 doses of the vaccine. The CDC says children should get the 4th dose between the ages of 4 and 6. To develop the vaccine, the epidemiologist and physician Jonas Salk, who died in 1995, grew the polio virus in a culture, think petri dish, of monkey kidney cells. He then used a chemical called formalin to kill the virus, rendering it unable to cause polio. When the dead virus is introduced into people's bodies, it teaches their immune systems how to build up defenses against the virus. In this way, the polio vaccine, like other vaccines, show the body how to develop the tools it needs to fight off the live virus if exposed to it. But in the early years of the vaccine's administration, 2 unexpected issues occurred. In 1955, some lots of the vaccine produced by one company actually contained live polio virus, explained the CDC. This led to more than 250 cases of disease polio and 10 deaths. The second incident pertains to our reader's question. In 1960, scientists discovered that some of the monkey kidney cells used to make the polio vaccines were contaminated with simian virus 40. For monkeys, the virus is harmless, producing no symptoms. But in high doses, SV40 can cause cancer in rodents.
Why you won't go back with that? Why you won't go back to that point? It's a good point.
What you mean? I've been reading the whole way.
Go back to the point. The 10. Let's go back there. I said we don't want to glass over that. Go back.
Okay, but in the early years of the vaccines administration,
Sean, move that back.
God damn.
1960 discovered.
No,
No,
You want to be
right there.
But in the early years of the vaccine's administration, two unexpected issues occurred. In 1955, some lots of the vaccine produced by one company actually contained live poliovirus, explains the CDC. This led to more than 250 cases of the disease polio and 10 deaths.
You want to talk about that?
The second, let's talk about it.
So, it's a mistake.
So did the vaccine that they took
cause
10 deaths?
10 people. 10 good dead people too.
Oh, now they 10 good dead people. Well, I wouldn't want any of my family to be in that number.
So
I think we're being
that was human
disrespectful.
error though. Nobody said it was not gonna be human error.
Right, that's the human error right there, bro.
This is again. No, hold on. This is the issue again because you saying that it caused 10 good deaths. He's saying, see, it caused deaths. But if you go back and you read it, it contained the live polio virus.
Right. It was a mistake.
In closing, I'm trying to see.
That wasn't a vaccine.
It wasn't a vaccine.
It was human error. Regardless, it was human error.
Yeah, that was human error.
And the next one that he about to read is human error too. But
go ahead. So we got 10 so far. Keep going. Go ahead.
So is 10 not a big number? Is that what we agree on?
Hell no. You took all the lies to put keep going though.
Every
you
lie.
Get 10 niggas get shot up in the hood every day. But go ahead.
Okay, so just making it clear, and I have to ask this question.
In the whole history of the polio virus, yo, you get 10
yeah. Absolutely. In the whole history, there's 10. Matter of fact, there's 10 people on here right now. Is everybody on here okay with giving away one family member or even yourself to further science?
Yeah, all day.
We got one.
I'm a hero, nigga. All day.
We got no. They're not gonna say your name. They're not gonna say your name. You're just gonna be one of 10. You're gonna be a number. That's it. They're not gonna say your name.
We're gonna be heroes.
Because we don't even know who those 10 people were. They didn't say their name. So hero nothing. So who else out of the rest of the 9 people on here wants to give away one of their family members to die?
Nobody wants to do that, Joe. Come on, man. Nobody wants to do that.
Okay, exactly this. So let's not minimize.
So let's be real.
So let's not minimize 10 like it's something small.
Okay, you're right. Let's not minimize.
Every life counts, Q. We good. But that was human error though. Like that. I mean, mistakes happen in life. Like,
yeah.
How many cars?
Okay, so when the brother said,
Sean made the point though at the beginning when it says no vaccine caused cancer, none of that. It did say that, right? So
I said that and agreed with that.
Okay,
I said that and agreed with that. I made that abundantly clear.
Listen. So this is human error right here. Can we agree? It's not the vaccine itself.
Nah, you try to play me.
Put that thing in it.
You sure about that? You start pumping.
I made that abundantly clear.
All right, keep reading.
It clearly says it.
Keep reading, Q. So we got 10. Right, we're taking the numbers down. 10. Go ahead. Go.
All right, now the second incident pertains to our readers' questions. In 1960, scientists discovered that some of the monkey kidney cells used to make the polio vaccines were contaminated with simian virus 40. For monkeys, the virus is harmless, producing no symptoms. But in high doses, SV40 can cause cancer in rodents. Next paragraph. Starting in 1961, authorities required new lots of polio vaccines to be free of SV40. Still, many vaccines produced prior to this year weren't recalled. Altogether, scientists estimate that around 100 million U.S. residents received one or more doses of the polio vaccine between 1954 and 1963, including those who were vaccinated during a clinical trial in 1954. To be clear, not all of the vaccines given to the people during this period were contaminated with SV40. Out of those that were, the formalin used to kill the polio virus killed all or most of the SV40 as well, explained by Kirti Shah. Now, a professor emeritus of molecular microbiology and immunology at Johns Hopkins University in the 2006 review.
Read that again. Read that again. That's one of them to be clear statements. Read that again. To be clear, you know, like the Jabari say, let's be clear, family. To be clear. Go ahead. Come on.
To be clear, not all of the vaccines given to the people during this period, in the period that they're talking about is 1954 to 1963. To be clear, not all of the vaccines given to the people during this period were contaminated with SV40. Out of those that were, the formalin used to kill the polio virus, the formalin used to kill the polio virus killed all or most of the SV40 as well. So it kind of like canceled out, explained Curtis Shaw. Now, a professor emeritus of molecular microbiology and immunology at Johns Hopkins University in the 2006 review. Mm-hmm. So he's just basically saying it canceled out. Yep. Published in the International Journal of Cancer, the review adds the number of people truly at risk. Though those exposed to live SV40 remains unknown. So now, research on SV40. Since the 1960s, scientists have continued to research the relationship between the poliovirus, SV40, and cancer. In 2002, a committee at the National Academy's Institute of Medicine, now the National Academy of Medicine, reviewed the available research on the subject and found that the evidence was inadequate to conclude whether or not the contaminated polio vaccine caused cancer. Why did the committee make that decision? Studies had consistently shown that people who received the polio vaccine in the 1950s and the 1960s had no increased risk of cancer. But these studies had substantial limitations, the committee said. For example, these studies were ecologic. The report explained. Ecologic studies look at groups. In this case, people who received the polio vaccine in the 50s and 60s, not individuals. So now, let's look at this if we can. And it says here, since the 1960s, right up under it says research on SV40. It says since the 1960s, scientists have continued to research the relationship between poliovirus, SV40, and cancer. In 2002, a committee at the National Academy's Institute of Medicine reviewed the available research on the subject and found that the evidence was inadequate to conclude whether or not the contaminated polio vaccine caused cancer. So what they said is, hey, shit, we can't even see if this caused cancer or not, which kind of goes back to the very beginning of the entire article, which goes back to the very beginning of the entire article where it says that there are no known cases and we cannot say that it causes cancer. That's not what I'm arguing here. I'm arguing the deaths. That's the only thing I'm arguing. I'm arguing the deaths. That's it.
So, okay, human error caused 10 deaths. We appreciate that. You read all of that. Was quite some time and quite some reading to read all that. You could have told us.
He wanted me to read that. He told me to read it all.
You could have told us that. Yeah, people in the
if I had tried to say that, you would have been like, "Don't talk me to death. Don't talk me to death. Read it." So I read it.
No, you could have just said simply, people in their professional field make mistakes which cause death. You could have said that, and everybody on this panel would have agreed with you. We wouldn't have argued. We wouldn't have nothing to say about that.
Understood.
So
But yeah, that's not what you did. You tried to make it seem like it was the vaccine's fault, not the human beings that clearly were negligent, and mishandled the vaccine material that caused some people to die.
Okay,
so that was very dishonest on your part.
Now we're playing games. Now
very dishonest on your part.
Oh, okay. Now we're playing games. So when I asked the question, has the vaccine ever caused death or cancer, and you say no and no, you're incorrect on that. Period. There's no way around it. And that's why I started off by saying don't defend vaccines of old. There's no need to defend them. I said that. Period.
But I don't think you get it. I don't think I can force comprehension. I can't force you to have comprehension. I can't do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You was on your A game the other day, man. What happened, man? What happened, man?
No, listen. I just asked
you. Make it to the corner store.
Listen, I wasn't agreeing with the brother with the cancer shit. I wasn't agreeing with that. I was agreeing with the death thing. Like yeah, this shit did cause death. It just did. And to say that it didn't is to say that it didn't is disingenuous. Period. It literally did.
The real question is though, Cube, is would that vaccine had caused those people to die if it wasn't mishandled by humans?
Okay, well, you know what? I would have
because
to say
apparently there was a game that wasn't.
No. Let me answer that. I would have to
and if
say
you're saying no, then why make that original claim? Because it's contradictory.
But the vaccine still caused it though.
But it wouldn't have if it wasn't mishandled by humans.
The vaccine didn't cause. That was human error that caused that, bro.
You're basically admitting that your original claim was wrong when you said no.
Oh, okay. So humans are the ones that heal humans. It's not the actual drugs that we use. It's just humans that do it.
No. So human. Do you know what human error is, man?
Do I know what human error is?
Yes. So like a lot of the vaccine injuries is based off of human error. Like when they stick you in your arm too deep and hit the wrong thing, and your arm go limp because it hit a nerve or something like that, or they mishandle the batch and all that. That's called human error. Like people mishandle food. You know what I'm saying? So this information right here is actually coming from the people that study the vaccine. So it's not coming from the pseudo community. They're taking real information, right, and using it as a weapon and weaponizing it. So if you're trying to say, well, what's stopping that from happening right now, right? And I said humans put in measures to try to check human measures, right? But nothing is fucking perfect, bro. If you're looking for the perfect shit, then you're not going to find it on planet Earth. So, okay, you got your 10 people, the cancer, and you won't get the cancer. You got your 10 people, bro, based off of human error. Okay, man, what you want me to say from that point? It's not enough.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that it causes cancer. No, but what they're suggesting is that they can't rule it out. That's what they're saying. They're saying that they really can't say yay or nay.
Cube, you waffling, man. I'm kicking you out of the pseudo club. You're not in the club.
I'm not, bro. I'm not with that pseudo shit, bro. I'm just reading what the article says, bro. It says that they can't say yay or nay.
Yo, I'm glad you made that clear because you're no longer a member. Your membership is revoked right now. I'm Dr. Pseudo.
Hey, when I left the fake Black Hebrew Israelites, when I left the fake Black Hebrew Israelites, my pseudo card was going there.
Cube ain't pseudo. He just like to engage in the conversation, bro. Like,
nah, he a cliffhanger.
AKA pseudo sophisticate.
Pick your team, bro. You out of the club. You out of the club.
He just like to argue particulars. But
Mike thought he had a point to Cube and exposed the point and killed it.
Yeah, so, man,
listen, I don't agree with the cancer shit. I don't agree with that. But even the scientists are saying that they can't even rule it out. Like they're saying they can't say yay or nay. So it's like me personally, what I look at, I would say nah, it didn't cause the cancer.
Who killed the people, Cube? Who killed the people, Cube? The vaccine? Who killed the 10 people?
Absolutely.
The vaccine killed 10 people?
Absolutely.
So the fact checker says that that something different than what you said. Yes or no?
Nah, not at all. Had they not taken the vaccine, would those people be alive? What is your answer to that?
Did the vaccine do it, Q?
Brother, see how I answered your questions clearly and succinctly?
It's going to fall technicality because they got the vaccine shot. So technically, they got the vaccine. So that's what he's going to stand on that point right there, bro. They got
but there's no way around it. There's no way around it, though.
They got contaminated.
So now we fully understand the context. Everybody good. We should be good with that.
Yeah, because I was even saying that I don't think that the vaccine caused the cancer, and even they're saying in the article that they can't say yay or nay. So I'm not finna defend some shit that they can't even say yay or nay. They don't even know. They're saying, it's very unlikely, but they don't know.
Cube, they're all liars, man. You got to get that. You got to get that in your system.
Nah, I ain't rocking with that.
Mike, I want to say something, and you tell me how you feel about it, right? I think I said this to somebody the other day, though. But it's brother Corey.
All right.
But so it's 7 billion people on planet Earth, right? And And all these countries is trying their hardest to get this vaccine out to as many of these people as possible, right?
That's what the media says. Okay.
Well, that's what's the truth. But yeah, okay, I guess.
Don't get distracted, Corey. Go ahead,
man. Yeah, we'll go. That's what the media say. But so out of the now out of these 7 billion people, Mike, you will be absolutely lucky if you had the chance to be number 1 billion to get this vaccine, right? Isn't that enough? Like, even once you won number 1 billion out of the world, right? Shouldn't that be enough for you to have time to look at this and say, you know what? Maybe I ought to get it because I see everybody done got it and they ain't growing, they ain't turning into gremlins and they don't have a chip in their arm and or they don't got cancer or whatever Q was saying. You know, like, wouldn't that be enough of a trial for you to see that? Because I can guarantee you, bro, throughout the world, out of the 7 billion people in the world, you're not going to be number, 10,000 to get it. I can promise you that.
Well, let me say this. I'm not over 65. I don't have any comorbidities. I'm healthy. I don't smoke. I don't have any drug addictions. I actually don't need to take a vaccine if they was handing it out to me. I don't care. I'm not taking it. I never took the flu shot. I'm not taking this. It's bullshit.
Man,
straight up. I'm not taking.
Can I cut in, Corey?
You've been vaccinated.
It's a doctor.
You've been vaccinated.
But listen, though, the objective, though, is like, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's a doctor that practices at the hospital that's near me, right? Now this doctor, he normally runs a marathon, you know what I'm saying, every year, right? But now and he's healthy, he run two marathons every year, and then he run 5 miles per day, like he's a runner, you know what I'm saying? But he caught the COVID, right? And he didn't die or nothing like that, right? But his lungs are scarred to the point where he'll never run a marathon again in his life. So these are some of the we're not saying you're gonna die or this or something bad. It's gonna be real bad for you. But these is the dice you rolling instead of going to get the armor that you need, the vaccine that you need. You telling me that it's best for you to roll the dice like that.
I don't feel like I'm rolling the dice.
Right? You got kids and all of that. You got, you want to see your grandkid. I think about all that kind of stuff.
You probably watch the news 3-4 hours a day too. I mean, yeah, you've been programmed, bro.
I work. I'm at work most of the day normally. But so I rarely get to watch news and stuff like that. And then when I'm off work, I'm reading scientific literature. So
all right, so the literature is programming you. I got you. You reading echo chamber again. You're not reading what people who don't agree with you.
That you showed us, did that book that you showed us program you?
You're not reading what things that don't disagree with your point of view. I mean, they got names for people that do that.
I'd like to read some literature that you read. What kind of literature could you suggest to me?
I mean, we can't go through it tonight.
Book for me, but I looked at that. I looked that author up. I couldn't even find that author.
Yeah, a lot of those books are suppressed. A lot of these print companies, they won't even put these people out because they, you know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. I mean,
I hear you. So, they do suppress some of them, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, act like this world exists and they never censored people before. You act like there was never a Nazi Germany. You act like there was never a Red Scare. You act like there was never a civil rights movement. These people, there are people in this world who don't have the best intentions. And to act as though they all are dead now, there's no more bad people, as the scientist said earlier. Oh, the good people are going to make sure that things are okay. She actually just quoted as saying it on the video. 1 hour and 4 minutes into the video, she says the good people. The good people. No, that wasn't. That was her answer to the
one of
question.
the
Hold
good
on,
people.
bro.
I
Wait a
mean,
minute.
if you watch
Wait
any
a minute.
science,
Don't cut me
yeah,
off.
I don't want to cut
That
you,
was
Mike.
her. Wait a
If you
minute.
listen
No,
to any
no,
scientist,
no.
Let
That
him
was
go.
the
Go ahead,
answer.
tell
Mike. Go
you
ahead.
don't
Let me
trust
finish my
science.
point, bro. You
Science, yo.
interrupted me. The answer
All
to her
scientists
question
say
was
trust science.
how do we do? Okay, what does that mean exactly? Trust the math. Trust the
Don't trust.
calculus. Trust the what the fuck, man? Trust the sky. Yeah, you can't trust something that is a discipline. That's bullshit. You can't. The people are involved,
You gotta
and
trust.
money is involved, and
Apparently,
capital
we
is
can trust
involved,
cashew milk
Math is
though.
and
abstract, not a
investments are involved. Back to my point. It's very simple. This whole process.
Mike, you married, right? You married, right?
I'm sorry.
You married, right?
20 years.
You got kids, anything living in the house with you? Yes or no? Just anybody?
Absolutely.
Oh, you.
My whole family.
You okay? All right. So they gotta trust. They trust you to make sure that you finishing that basement off correctly. But what if they go down there and that stuff start caving? That's on you. Now, because you couldn't do it, but maybe Corey could, would mean that y'all use the same method. However, you did something wrong on your end, and you didn't do what Corey did on his end. When he was building his basement, he followed the rules to a T. He was using the correct method. On your end, you were skipping methods when you was building your basement, and next thing you know, your stuff caved in. That's what they saying, yo. The hell with the person. Trust the method. The method is not going to steer you wrong. Because
And
as
I'm
long as we
telling
got
you,
Sounds pseudo as hell.
and I'm
as
telling
long
you,
as
like
we
I
have
said
the
earlier,
method,
when the doctor
as
was on the
long as we
line,
have the correct method, we can challenge. The correct method is what expose what pseudo is, Q.
you know what this sounds like to me, man? This sounds
Absolutely.
a lot like religion. Trust the bishop, trust the pastor, trust the deacon. They wouldn't do the wrong thing. And if
Trust
they
in
do
that
the wrong
cashew
thing,
milk
Wasn't
though.
saying
let me tell you
There's
something.
faith in that.
I let go of religion a long time ago, bro. And what you're asking me right now is to believe a religious doctrine called science. Not doing it.
Listen, man, this man, his mind is made up, bro. Like, let evolution do what it does, man. It's very effective. We know
So
that.
now I
I'm
want
saying,
to
either you gonna make
respond.
the right decision or you're
I
not.
didn't.
Like,
I want
like
y'all
I'm
to
saying,
listen to. All right, man. Go ahead. Y'all
what I'm
finish.
saying, what
Echo
I'm saying is
chamber.
that what I'm saying is that if your mind is made up, bro, and it's like I don't feel the need to convince somebody whose mind is made up. Like, if he don't want to take it, he ain't
No,
gonna
but
take
I
it.
just like to suss out a few, some questions, because I obviously his mind is made up. I'm not
So
gonna be.
here's the issue that we have, though, and I don't know if y'all really consider this. You guys are all very intelligent people, but you're talking to each other all day, and you got 100, 500 followers. They believe the same thing that you believe, but there are thousands of people out there that are skeptical, and they never get to hear the other view without it being criticized, demoralized, ostracized, heretic. I mean, everybody that disagrees with you is a heretic. How is that possible? Everybody else is dumb. You guys are just so fucking smart. I mean, has CNN called you yet? Seriously, has MSNBC called you yet? Because that's where you really need to be. You know what I'm saying? But there's aspects of the black community that don't believe what you believe. Now, how do you get to those people? Oh, criticize them?
We
Talk
put
about
out
them?
information
Call them
that's
pseudo?
counter to CNN and all of them. They don't.
Call them,
CNN don't put out the caliber
call
of
them,
information that we put out. They don't
criticize
even
them?
come close. CNN don't even come close to the caliber of information that we put out. MSNBC, none of them cable news stations come close to the caliber of information that we put out.
When you brought on the doctor earlier,
only reason why one of us would go on that show is to inform that platform that the black community, there are people in the black community that are scientifically literate and that advocate for our people to be on that path.
I know you may not agree, but the doctor said something very profound 1 hour and 4 minutes into the video. She says, I don't trust everybody either. And it was in relationship to the $4.7 billion that Pfizer paid out in fines to the FDA and lawsuits. She said in response to those violations and not trusting that corporation, that we just have to trust that good people will be involved in the process and ensure that the vaccine is safe.
That was a smooth answer right there, yo.
Good people. That sounds like what my pastor said when I was 13 in church.
Nah, that's how
What
right there, yo. That's
tell
how
me
you
what
fake
else
people
you
up, Mike.
got in this world, bro. Mike,
Good
I'm gonna ask
people.
you a question. What else in this whole entire universe and your whole entire life have you ever had other than depending on other good people?
Yeah.
What else have you ever had in your whole life? What else have any of your ancestors ever had to depend on other than their fellow human being? Ever in human history on this planet, even in the future? Can you think of in the future when there will be a time where we can depend on something else other than our fellow human beings?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's called law. It's called regulations. It's called
set up by humans.
No.
Those are
What I'm
all
trying to say is
arbitrary, set by human beings.
Human beings typically, especially in our system of capitalism, they only act good when it is in their interest to be good, or if they do bad, there is consequences to their actions, such as being prosecuted or fined.
What exposes good from bad?
So, in a system of capitalism, I cannot trust the medical industry.
Okay, so let's
because
cut to
I
the
don't
chase.
know.
Hey, Mike.
I don't know. Let me finish.
Enough of that. Hold on.
Last
Enough
point.
of that.
When I go to
Enough
my
of that
doctor,
crap. Tired of hearing that.
I don't
You're
know.
done. Mike,
Yeah.
you're done.
See,
So what I want to
Unc gets a
ask you
check.
is now, Mike. Hold on, Mike.
He get to check.
Hold on, Mike. Listen, Mike.
He got to cut me off. That's part of the
I
deal.
gotta cut you off now, Mike.
It's the
Watch this,
contract.
Mike. The hell with all that. What you got for us, Mike? If not a
I like
vaccine, what
Mike.
do
I
you have for
gotta
us in the
say I
black
like
community?
Mike though.
You want me to show you what I
With
got?
all that, Mike, with all that, what do you have for us, bro?
You want me to show you what I got? Are you ready? Are you ready?
100,000 dead.
Hold
Don't
on.
pull
Are
that
you
book
ready?
out, Mike. Don't pull that
Nah,
one
this
book
is
out.
better than the book. Can y'all see me? Can everybody see me?
Mike, don't pull that bourbon out, bro. On flat earth.
Merry Christmas.
Really?
Hey, I got some.
Mike, you is crazy as hell. Hey, Corey, don't let him slide out of there, yo.
Let me show you.
This nigga, he got all the counter answers,
look,
right?
Hey, Mike, look, check this
But
out.
he ain't got nothing. Come on, yo.
That
That's what I
mindset
got,
ain't
Mike.
gonna change, but that mindset is the way it is, bro.
You got to
But that
read that,
mindset-
Mike. Can you see my camera, Mike? You got to step on that, Mike.
I can't see your camera, man. All I see is like 4 blocks, and 2 of them is like empty people.
Mike ain't gonna read that, yo.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
Not gonna read it.
I can't see it. What's the name of it?
Yeah,
Put it
let's
on
go.
Put it up there.
You gotta slide to the side so you can see the viewers.
You got to
so
slide
people
over him.
There we go. What is that? Weird Earth?
Yeah. Look at the subtitle. Hold on. You see that
Debunking
subtitle?
strange ideas about our planet.
Yeah,
we don't live on a planet, you know.
You need to get that. You need to get that,
Then
Mike.
what are we living on?
Mike? What we live on,
Man,
Mike?
y'all really go out of the rabbit
It's
hole,
a figment
bro.
of our imagination. We in the
Y'all really
motherfucking
go down this
matrix.
rabbit hole.
I don't know.
I can let
I don't
this
know.
man
We
need
take
to jack you
rabbit
in,
hole.
son.
I don't know.
You gotta get out of that echo chamber,
we
Mike.
never left low Earth atmosphere, according to Obama. I can show you the clip. I mean, he
See what
said
I'm
it.
saying? Like, come on, man.
No, he said it at NASA. He gave a speech. He says we never left low Earth atmosphere. So
I don't listen to Obama for my science, bro.
Mike taking him out of context.
They would have threw tomatoes at him if he would have said that.
You want to see the video?
Man,
Unc don't want me. Unc know I got the video.
That man unhacked at least 3 conspiracy theories, all just in the short time you've been on.
Hey, I'm just getting warmed up, bro. Give me some time.
I know it.
Hey, look.
I
Yeah,
know
you
it.
just warming up. You know what's funny as hell though, yo?
So what was
you know
the
what's
solution?
funny? Hold on, let me tell you, Ham got it. He just said he showed us a crazy flat earth. Okay, so Cube funny as hell, right? Cube showed us 10 people, right? Out of the millions and millions and millions of vaccinations, right? Did he conveniently forget that they eradicated polio? Like, a certain point, yo, we gotta just stop it, yo. That's just like, if that's the price we had to pay to eradicate polio, to be able to get you this stage, right now where we at in the development of vaccines, like, come on, humans. Come on, humans. Shout out to the mod, yo, that actually said that too. But come on, humans, y'all gotta stop. Don't let them get y'all, yo. So y'all rather be running around here looking crazy as hell. Check this out. Polioed up, smallpox down to the ground, measles was killing all the babies coming in. That's why people had such large families. 15. Cotton Mathis, he had 15 children, only 3 survived. And his wife died from measles, and his newborn baby died from me. Like, don't call me deaf about that. You gonna tell me about 10 people?
Wow. Hey, you remember what we read the other day, man? We was reading something the other day, right? And I forget what led us into the conversation, but we was on the show. And we figured out that if they wanted to kill the Black community, all they got to do is quit washing their hands while they delivering our babies. That's it.
That's it.
They do that, it's over with.
It's over with.
It's over with.
It's all done.
That's all they got to do. They don't got to go through all this manufacturing of all these billions of dollars to make a vaccine so they can put it in your, so they can shoot you up, then kill you. Like, they don't have to go through all that, man. They can just quit washing their hands, and people ain't even gonna know what happened. Why are the babies dying? You know what I'm saying? They no, all they gotta do is just.
Can I ask you a question, man?
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because y'all so intelligent, man, but y'all missed the simple stuff. Out of all the people in this country, all the demographics, Black, white, Asian, Latino, who dies more from disease, from violence? What group tops the list for the last?
You know what we died of? You know
wait
what?
A minute. Wait a minute. You just answer the question.
Poor people.
They die of heart disease more than anything.
People
and diabetes. Black
heart
people.
disease, cancer, diabetes.
More than
they
anything.
Are systematically killing us.
Why are we doing that? We eating ourselves to death.
No,
that's why.
Bro.
It ain't nobody putting that pig feet
bullshit.
to our. Ain't nobody making us drench them greens down with grease. Nobody did that to us. Ain't nobody made us put a pound of sugar in the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that.
Ain't had to put that sugar in the Kool-Aid.
You don't want to hear. You don't want to hear a good response to that.
But go ahead. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
No, we got to take responsibility for our own behavior.
No, see, there you go. See that's like the mice being fed rat poisoning, saying we got to take responsibility for our own. How do you kill a people with their mouth? And if you look in the Black community, you look in the Black community, you look in our food desert community, that's intentional, bro. You cannot run. You act like people can grow. You act like people have a choice who live in a hood, who are impoverished, that they got a choice to go to the Arab to get their groceries. They don't have a choice. They don't have a car, man. That's how insensitive you are.
The whole pound of sugar in the Kool-Aid, though.
You so intelligent. You have no sympathy for your people, man. You have no sympathy for your people.
Hey, Mike, wait a minute.
You have no sympathy.
We live in America, yo.
With food deserts.
Anybody can have a car, yo. Like
that's bullshit.
That's not
the
bullshit.
The UN has classified certain communities in the United States worse than the third world, including Alabama. There's a town in Alabama.
You live in Alabama?
Lowe's County, Alabama.
Made that up,
one of the
yo.
worst.
Yo.
That's bullshit. You look it up. Who listening to this show? Lowe's County, Alabama is third world status according to the United Nations.
Give me that.
You know what that correlates with? They one of the most religious. They're one of the most religious places on the planet, though.
No, they not. Lowe's County, Alabama is where Stokely Kai Marco set up the Black Panther Party.
Yeah,
and they look that history up.
That's where that comes from.
Okay.
Hell, what's doing that for a minute, Mike?
That community, like many other communities,
Jesus and the devil gonna do what the devil.
How large is that community, bro? How large is that community? How many people live in that community?
As big as the community that I came from in Buffalo, New York, which is also very depressed economically.
Just give me a guesstimate.
People are getting.
No, give me a guesstimate. How many people live in the community?
That's irrelevant. What you should be asking is,
it's relevant.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
If you're comparing it to a third world country, then the death rate would have to be equivalent to a third world country, right?
Medically,
so what is the total population, and then how many people are dying monthly in that area?
Mike on that.
Got to do is look at the how many people, how religious they are, and the education level, and that's going to tell you how bad they doing. Like that's just look at any city; it's the same pattern.
Am I talking to like black Republicans? Do y'all think everything is our responsibility?
That's the same. That's
what is this? The Black Conservative channel?
It's not about feelings or how you feel.
I'm probably the
That's
least
how it is.
conservative person here.
What's the name of that county in Alabama? I'm gonna pull it up. Look at it real quick.
Lowe's County, Alabama.
The literacy rate is gonna be low, and the religion is gonna be high. That's
all it takes. You think black people we control our literacy rate?
Giving all our money to the pastor.
Hey, Cube, go get him. Go source that up, yo. He said that you brave, yo. I don't believe him.
We control all of that, right?
Yeah, I don't believe that, yo. Everybody break out their cell phones and Google. What's the name of it? We're gonna key you in Google. Where you at? What's the name of the county, Mike? We're gonna get this out of here real quick. I don't believe you.
Alabama. Alabama.
Lownes.
Spell it again. I couldn't see it.
Y'all don't love black people.
I know we don't. Go ahead.
L-O-W.
He was talking, yo. Text it to me, Sean. Text it to me, Sean.
I think y'all all work for the Klan.
Yeah, we do.
hey, Mike. Come on, man. Come on, don't do that, brother. Hey, we can disagree, man, and be.
Cool. Nah. Me and Mike those shots. We all right.
Mike, I think you don't piss somebody off.
Sean, text that to me. Send that to me real quick, Sean.
We're working for the Klan, Sean, ain't we?
So Lowndes County is the county located in central part of U.S. state of Alabama.
How many white people live? What's the rate?
Census, the population was 11,299 people.
But the current population is 9,726.
9,726 people.
How many black people live in that county?
It's like the west side of my town, right?
Hold on,
I live in a small town.
What's the racial makeup of that town? Let's see.
The demographics.
What's the demographics?
I mean, the point is
demographics.
9,000 people there.
I don't like it how we
according to the
vaccines to this though.
According to the demographics, it says
look at the graduation rate.
Let him say it. Let Cube say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says according to the demographics, it says according to the census as of 2000, the largest ancestry groups claimed by residents in Lowndes County was 73.37 African, 20.14% English, 3.1% Scots Irish.
Hold on, run them numbers again.
73% black, and 23% white, basically.
Okay. All right, Mike. That's it on the screen.
All right, now type in Lowndes County, Alabama, UN poverty rate, and see what happens. Because my point was, because you kept saying how we live in America and everything's so great in America. My God, the land of milk and honey. Everybody has a car. Oh, America is so great and wonderful.
Did Unc say everybody have a car though?
I said,
I'm jumping off the bus right there.
No, I'm not.
Stop the bus right there. I'm getting off.
No, everybody don't. No, what I said was everybody can get a damn car. All
no,
right,
they
you
can't.
cannot. Yes, you might. Come on, Mike.
Yeah, man, just hotwire that bitch.
You know what, man? What's funny?
So, brother, what's your point precisely about?
All right, everybody can't get a car, yo. Everybody don't have access to get a car. All right, yo.
But what is his point precisely, though? Like, what is your point precisely?
What's funny is you got to grow up real poor, like I did. Art grew up wealthy. You know, he come from a wealthy middle class family.
Come on, man, stop it. What's your point, brother? I just want to hear your point.
You want to hear that conversation, Mike? You want to hear that conversation, Mike?
Let me just tell you something. You forgot, bro. You forgot, man.
You want to hear
that hard out here.
So let's do this.
Hard out here, man.
Come on, everybody, let's do this. So,
but back to the original point. No,
I was born on Edna Street. Hold on. I was born on Edna Street. Anybody know about Baltimore, where Edna Street is? That's downtown for real, right? And by the time I was old enough to realize where I was at, you know what I'm saying? I was up there off of Wrightstown Road on Lucille in Beela. All right, where they filmed a lot of Wyatt, right up there in that area. That's the motherfucking hood. So I was about 10 years old.
It wasn't a hood in the 60s when I was born. It was middle class black people.
Nah, man, I said by time, man, let me finish.
With good factory jobs. You're lying.
Finish? I'm gonna let you talk. Get it out, because I'm gonna get this out.
Go ahead.
Okay. So my mother used to walk me to the babysitting in the morning time. She used to carry me. Freezing cold, I remember that shit with the blankets. She ain't had no motherfucking car. She drove the goddamn bus to work every goddamn day, walked my ass to the daggone babysitter, and walked the ass to Wrightstown Road and caught a bus. She saved her fucking money, man. All right? Before I knew it, my mother, I was in a fucking car with my mother where they got the 2 steering wheels where they teach you how to drive. So I'm in the backseat of the fucking car and she's learning how to fucking drive. Scared me to goddamn death. But she did it. She took a little bit of motherfucking money and got herself one of them little cheap ass Datsun 210s. She did that. She made sure her credit was right and she got that little motherfucking car. She was proud of shit of that little goddamn car. Now, all the while we're in the drug area, infested area, and other people doing what the hell they want to do, right? So she go from that little car and then she get another little goddamn car. So I see it growing. Next thing, it was a Mustang. Next thing I know, we leave the motherfucking hood. She moved me past past Northern Parkway on Glen Avenue. I'll never forget it. Glenview Apartments. Lie to you not. We the first black motherfuckers there. It's a Jewish goddamn area. The whole apartment's got Jewish people in it. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell do I go from the hood to there? Because she saved her fucking money. My mother wasn't going out. She wasn't doing none of that shit. She was grinding it out. Next thing I know, a few years go in, as I'm living in Luckman Park and going through all that shit, boom, she buy a house up the street on Reuben Avenue. Homeowner now. She always talked about how she would just get raises at the job. She worked for the federal government all her fucking life. And she would always get them raises and keep going. And I seen my mother do it. So I don't be listening to none of that bullshit. I don't be listening to you don't know what it's like, because my mother was stronger than that to let me feel what it was like to be fucking poor. So I don't want to hear no motherfucking excuses, because my mother showed me the goddamn way. Some shit you just got to refuse to fucking do. Some shit can't be no excuses. Some shit. Some people care more about their kids than other people do. There is no excuses on planet Earth, bro. So all that, well, you know you was fortunate. My mother stepped up to the plate. Simple as that. So I don't want to hear all that shit. I was poor. That's because your mother chose to keep you poor. That's the only thing I can see. I can't see nothing else. Or your mother decided to smoke cigarettes and smoke dope. Or your mother decided to go out and party life. I don't fucking know. All I know is my mother stood the fuck up. Simple as that. For all that other shit everybody be talking, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And I'm done.
Hey, yeah, I like that quote. I like that quote right there. That's one of my favorite movies, Gone with the Wind. But I do have to ask you, and I appreciate your passion. You are right. You are right about what you're saying. But
Gone with the Wind is your favorite movie? You are a Republican.
I said one, brother. I said one of my favorite movies.
I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead.
No, it's cool.
We're not black unless you set it off.
You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. I'm
a
good.
movie about the antebellum South was your favorite movie. God,
hey, hey, pull that. That was like you poured the emotional out on them. Like, how can somebody rebut you on that? Like, can't nobody rebut you about your mama, man. Come on now.
I do have to ask a question though. Yeah, with all the emotion involved, with all the emotion involved, and I don't want to take away from what the brother said, because you know he's actually right about what he's saying. But
no, he was right. I just wanted to be right a little bit on it. He was right though. Go ahead, though.
It sounds like what you would hear at the Republican convention about.
Hold on, Mike. We got you. We hear you, Mike. But see, this is another situation.
That's why you got to join the Pseudo Killers, so we don't have an echo chamber. You checking it. You a Pseudo Killer now. Mike, you official Pseudo Killer. You gonna make sure we don't have this echo chamber going on. So
you cannot give the pseudo that title. So.
They will not let me in your club.
Hey, you know what? Partially, that's what I'm here for too. You know what I'm saying? Some people call me a contrarian, but that's what it is. But I do want to say this to the brother.
No,
I do want to say this to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Because
the
the
dude
brother
calling
said,
us conservatives, but holding all the talking points.
You're a cliffhanger, man.
Nah. You can just call me a contrarian, and you know I'll be cool with that. But let me say this though, you know, because when I was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying, I was arguing the technical sense to where like, yeah, it was the vaccine. In all technicality, it was the vaccine that actually did it, that killed these 10 people. But now we have a situation to where Unc is saying, oh man, you know, anybody can get a car, you just have to save up. But Unc is being technical as hell because not everybody can get a car, but technically everybody can get a car. I just want you to see that, brother Unc, that what you did is precisely what I did. You just added a lot of emotion into it. And you were right, but you were still wrong.
Hold on, Q. You confused me now. Was he right or was he wrong, man?
Well, see, there's something called being right and wrong. Now, if somebody slapped me, am I right for slapping them back?
Lordy mercy. Just say it's subjective, and then we can just move on.
Case by case situation, man.
Okay, well, you know the sister's right. It's I guess it's subjective.
It's subjective.
You know? But yeah, but that's
everybody's
the point.
situation is different.
Overall, you guys can say I was wrong, but in a technical sense, I was right. Now, overall, Unc is wrong, but in a technical sense, he's 100% right. Everybody can get a car. You chose to go sell drugs. You chose to go do all of these other things that you did that ended you up in the situation that you're in now. But everybody starts off at the same place to where they can get a car. Save your money.
That's bullshit.
XYZ.
How
is that bullshit, bro?
Listen, I'm hearing an echo.
Technically, it's correct. It just is.
That's bullshit.
I say it depends on how things start out for you. Because if you're living in a certain environment where things keep holding you back, I can see how it would take longer for people to get to that level. You know
okay, well, see, that's
poor,
just not true, though.
You have a shitty educational system, so you can't get over that threshold to make more money. So you're just constantly stuck in this poor situation where you're barely making enough money to make ends meet. The majority of our country, and I mean, if we're being honest,
she's right.
As fuck.
Yeah, look, she's right about that. Hold on, she's right about that. I'm gonna show you. Listen, my bad.
Half of all Americans cannot afford a $400 emergency.
Hold on, brother. She's
I know she's
right about
but
that.
you've had the floor for a while. You had the floor for a while.
What?
The first time I ever agreed with CK. You always say that. I noticed you.
I don't see why you calling me conservative. I'm probably the socialist person on this flipping panel.
No, listen, bro. If you look at
first time I ever agreed with CK was when she just said that. You actually have some humanity about
bus boycotts, bro. If you look at the bus boycotts of the 50s,
she was evil.
Like the reason, if you look at the bus boycotts of the 50s,
it depends on the situation. It's subjective. Like
she's right about that. Yeah,
like you have to really call out people's situation.
Are harder to get out than others.
The majority of us on the panel, probably didn't have the best of life coming up, but we made certain decisions to where that wouldn't be like that. Whether we decided to go to college, or some people may have joined the military, or they just were determined and tried to, apply for jobs here, maybe work 2 jobs there for a little bit until they can make ends meet. But some people may not have had that opportunity though. You can tell when some people didn't have that opportunity. Like they don't smoke, they don't drink, but yet look at the environment they live in.
What makes me mad is that when black people,
nobody will help them.
When black people get some resources, they forget that shit. I hate that about black people.
Some people had the opportunity and squandered it too. You know what I
we
mean?
quick to forget.
How does my mother go
let me bring this up real quick. If you look at the bus boycotts of the 1950s, 1955 to be exact,
man, I'm getting all this.
A person would say, oh, why didn't they all just get cars? everybody has the ability to get cars, that there are enough cars, but no, not everybody has the ability. That's why I say, like, you're right, but you're also wrong.
Cube, I don't believe that, Cube. You can't put something in my mind that I never was raised with that, bro.
I'm not talking to you though. I'm just
putting
it out there.
I know you're not. I'm just saying I don't know that I can't get a car, yo. I seen my mother do it.
But bro, I just talked about, bro, I'm talking about an instance in the 1950s in the Montgomery, Alabama bus boycotts. If that was the case that everybody who get cars, why were they riding the fucking bus? Like, come on, that makes no sense, bro. Like, we have to like stop for
I don't
half
know.
a second.
Maybe they should have sold some dope and got a car. I don't know. I would have. What you want me to say? What do you want me to say, son?
You're acting real emotional right now.
I'd have been robbing banks in the 40s. What do you want me to do? I'd have been selling liquor, bootlegging or something, dude. I don't know.
But not everybody can do that.
It's past your bedtime.
We live in America, bro. If you
past your bedtime.
Here's the rule. If you can't work to make it, then you might have to steal and take it. I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say?
Some situations are harder to make it out there.
What do you want me to say, Q?
It's past his bedtime.
What you want me to do?
I want you. You know what I want you to say? I want you to first stop and think about what I said, and then give me an honest response.
Man, when I was homeless, every day when I was homeless for 2 years, living outside, I first hijacked a car in the alley and say, "This mine's." It's a car.
But I'm not talking about. But I'm not talking about you specifically, though.
Now let me finish. Y'all ain't heard this story. I'm like, this.
A lot of stories, man. I'm gonna turn you in and get the reward.
Hold on, Mike. Chill, Mike. Let me tell a story. Everybody like a good story.
You got a lot of fucking criminal activity.
Nah, this ain't no criminal activity. It's a vacant car in the alley, and I'm like, this mine's and can't nobody sleep in here. Took that. That's mine. So I had my house secured, fucking vacant car, little get high spot, whatever you want to do. It was where I was sleeping at. It's mine. Hold on. Every day when I got up from that car, I walked to it was Giants. I walked to Giants, right, and steal my meal. This is every fucking day. I ain't asked nobody for nothing. And I'm sure as hell not going to shelter, because that slow you down. Going to shelter, you gotta be in a certain time. I ain't living like that. Every day I went there and stole my damn food. Crazy as hell. But that's the life I lived. Like, even when I was homeless and strung out, I was still like, there's some shit I just got to have. And it made me realize, damn, nigga, if you could just make your mind up to take a car in the alley and then go steal something, what the hell is you doing? I realized that I could do anything I really want to do. And I reflected. And I realized that, man, some shit just ain't worth doing. And I changed my shit up. All right, so I'm saying every human being walking on planet Earth has the opportunity, man, to get to where they're going, at least fight for it. So this is the part I'm not understanding. What about the real third world country? Because what Mike ain't telling you, you can take your happy ass and get a bus in that place he was talking about and go some goddamn where else, where it ain't the third world country that he claimed. You could do that, but in some places in Africa, they can't even do that. There's no road to drive on. There's none of that type shit, Mike, you talking about. So America is the last place where black people can start making excuses about what they can and cannot do. Because there is some places where you really don't have a damn opportunity. And people still make it, bro.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense, because what you're not doing is being compassionate to the people who have been subjected to the proliferation of white supremacy and being fucked up mentally by having insufficient daddy and insufficient.
You sound like you've been drinking, yo. You've been drinking.
Wow. Okay, go ahead. Come on, man. You bugging, bro. All I'm saying.
Oh, you sound like Les Brown.
That's crazy.
All right. Okay. First of all, I never said we could power do anything. I never said that, first of all. So I never said that black people pull themselves out by their bootstrings. I'm saying we need our goddamn money for that. So let's get all that clear before you start saying that shit. I'm saying that individually, right, you can push to at least have some safe housing for your daggone babies, yo, because I see. That's all I'm saying, Mike. I'm not saying that everybody can be rich. I'm not saying that everybody. That's not what I'm saying, Mike.
That's what
I'm
it
not
sounds
saying
like.
that, Mike. I'm saying that we're in a position based off of 500 years of working for goddamn free and watch the world go past us, Mike. I understand that. That's called reparations need to be had, Mike. I don't see you fighting for that, Mike, but you give us the excuse.
So what you're saying is we're not in the grave, but we almost dead, but we like on life support. So we got an opportunity because we on life support.
No. I'm saying that we should be fighting for our money, not fighting for the police to stop shooting us. No, fight for our money. Every single day we wake up, every weekend, we need to hit the fucking streets, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, yo.
You are an exceptional, hold up, bro. You are an exceptional human being
I'm wrong, Mike.
You are an exceptional human being
I
to
don't believe that,
overcome
Mike.
all the stuff that you overcame. But that's not the reality of everybody that's in the black community. You need to stop.
I never said there was. Hold on.
You sound like a Republican.
No. Listen. Nope. See, you're mixing it up. I never said everybody had the strength to get off of drugs.
That's what it sounds like.
Nope. But everybody has the ability not to fuck with drugs. I rest my case.
No,
you could be born addicted in this country. You could be born addicted to drugs.
You made that up.
Hold on.
Crack.
Let me add something.
Crack. You made that up.
Hold on, let me add something to this, man. See, the brother, what he's trying to do is, he's trying to throw out insufficient daddy in, insufficient mommy in. He wants to throw out white supremacy like none of this shit had any effects. And he wants to say, well, everybody had an opportunity. And I told you, in a technical, hold on. In a technical sense, he's right, because you start off with good credit. But what happens with the proliferation
of these things? What are you talking about, man? Pick a side.
Bro, what are you talking about,
bro? You both can be right. You do know that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Stop it.
You're right.
Pick a side.
Like,
bro, listen.
Yes.
I started off saying that I said he's technically right, but in the grand scheme, we don't live by just because Michael Jordan got billions of dollars that everything is good. Just because LeBron got billions of dollars that everything is good. We don't live in that life, bro. We don't live in that world. Those are anecdotal. Those are the exceptions, not the rule. So when I say what I'm saying, it's because of those things. It's not about pick a side. It's about looking at the whole shit and saying, okay, well, this is where we at, this is where we are, and this is how we should progress. Stop it. Exactly. I'm not being biased.
Mike, I gave you my personal
We appreciate that
clip. You can't 100% blame white people for everything.
I'm not
where we can, yes, blame them. But where we cannot, we need to stop doing that.
So, okay, I want to ask y'all a question. Man. Let's be real. So I haven't even mentioned white people in this conversation. What I'm asking is, can you not, most black people got a cell phone. Am I just tripping saying that? Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
So can't you just go on one of them apps, Indeed or something like that, and file out for a job, and they send you jobs and stuff like that? Is that possible, yo? I'm asking y'all a question.
It's not possible. No,
it is.
If you got a felony,
we doing some basic shit. Come on, stop joking.
I'm not joking. Not joking. There's no job.
Hey, bro, Mike. Mike, stop, man. You're being silly right now. Mike,
stop. You're being silly. Bro.
Wait,
so there's some communities where there is no jobs. What the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I get paid plenty jobs right now, Mike. Is whether you willing to do it or not, Mike.
Bro,
what you mean is that they don't pay well.
No, the unemployment
you could be a day laborer
at an all-time high right now.
Thank you.
That don't mean there ain't no jobs. It's just people. They don't make enough to survive.
Right.
Because remember how the employment went up under Trump? He was proud of that. But employment went up because all of these jobs that barely pay minimum wage increased in the area. So a lot of us are jumping into those positions. There's jobs out there. I see homeless people right outside my job every day. That motherfucker is hiring. We stay over on the turnover rate. Stay up on the turnover rate.
What I'm saying, CK. I'm trying to ask y'all something. I'm saying I'm trying to feel your
just pain. Having a job don't mean that you are okay.
That's fine,
you
Mike.
You can be homeless with a job.
Mike, we agree, Mike. Okay, well, nigga, I would listen. So I'm just trying to feel the mindset we got here. So y'all do know that I was in the grimiest places in Baltimore, Maryland. Y'all do understand that, right?
Yes.
I've been in the most infested, crazy neighborhoods, and I've been around all different types of people, yo.
Heard it 10,000 times, yeah.
You know, you heard it 10,001 times. As you sip on your bourbon. So listen, I'm asking y'all, right? The people I went around, guess what the losers had in common?
What?
They was fucking losers. And guess what the winners had in common? They was fucking winners, no matter what part of the neighborhood I went to. Whether it was in the Jewish neighborhood, whether it was in the slums, whatever. Winners basically did the same shit, and losers did the same shit, no matter what stage they started on. Because you had dudes that ain't have no money. They took their little $5, worked them corners, and got $10, and didn't spend the half of it in cigarettes and the other half in weed, and they grinded out for 2-3 weeks and had $100. Whereas they other friends who got the mother dope fiend, father dope fiend, everybody dope fiend. I'm saying your mother dope fiend, your uncle dope fiend, everybody dope fiend. So you raised by dope fiends. I'm giving y'all some serious shit. And they coming out the same household. Some niggas decided to save their money and build until they get the pack. Some niggas decide to smoke their money. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas decide to go get high, but they all coming from the same fucking broke ass, no parent support household, bro. Why do one make a decision and the other don't, bro?
What's your point?
Why? Hold on, wait, Mike. Hold on, Mike.
God damn, you make it
It's the kicker right here, Mike. Here go the kicker. Why in the fuck am I there? After I just explained to you how I had no problems. I ain't had no business being in that motherfucking situation.
You were spoiled.
But I'm telling you, dude, it's the human being that makes decisions sometimes, yo, that fuck their whole life up. One bad motherfucking decision and you done. Now, if you want to talk about why we here in America, dude, we can play the whole song, yo.
Nah, that's America. One bad decision if you black can fuck you up. One bad decision if your last name is Bush, you can become president.
I know, but Mike, but
no, you don't know.
But Mike, but we black though, Mike. You can't be
George W. Bush. George W. Bush smoked cocaine and
but you right on that though, Mike.
He was
but Mike, but you right on that, Mike. But you're not white. So what you gonna do, Mike? That's my point.
What we're gonna do is collectively not forget where we come from. And it sounds like that you're saying forget where we come from and just pull yourself up.
After 20 fucking years of working free for raggedy motherfuckers half the time, are you fucking serious right now, dude? Do you know what I go through, yo? Death threats, all that, bro, for free, dude. Time away from my family, trying to get real information. Oh, you the white man, sign all that, and you gonna tell me something like that, dog? Really? I forgot where I came from. Really?
Anecdotal though, bro.
Oh,
Come on,
man, yo.
We gotta look at the collective experience.
You know what,
collective
Mike?
Experience.
Mike,
collective
I
experience.
bet you won't turn that camera on. You want to play, yo? You live in a lovely damn house, bro. And you started out broke. Mike, you started out broke and I ever would have been, Mike. Now, how in the hell you got a damn plush motherfucking house, dude?
I got lucky. Luck.
See, now you got, all right, okay.
Luck.
You know what? I'm done.
Luck.
Mike, I've seen you work hard, Mike. I've seen you work for the pharmaceutical, not for fucking wherever you worked at. I seen you move.
I got laid.
Bro, I seen you quit that shit, Mike. Mike, I seen you quit that shit, Mike, and start your own business. Don't talk me to death, Mike, because if Mike can do it, anybody can motherfucking do it, Mike.
Nope.
You was broke.
Not true.
You started out in the hood. You was raised in the hood. Matter of fact, you was underneath the hood, Mike.
Relax, man. That's not true. You wrong.
Oh, you wasn't broke, Mike? I thought you said you was poor.
Yeah, but you can't look at one person's experience and talk about the whole community, man. You missing the point, man. You missing the point.
Why you, Mike? Did you have cousins?
What the fuck they got to do with this?
Hey, listen, we getting anecdotal, bro. Like that's not
gonna
be.
It's not perfect.
No, but Mike wrong though. Hey, hold on. Mike wrong. He said he got lucky. It's no, that's not true, Mike. What you did was you got fed up and you start working hard. That's all that is. It's a point where you got to a point where you said you got to do something different.
Bullshit.
I think there's.
Bro, you do not. I'm not gonna get anecdotal. I'm not gonna get emotional. I was lucky.
But it's not that simple. It's not that absolute like that, man. Like say, sometimes both things can be true, man. It's not just a one-way thing. Like just winners win and losers lose. Nah, sometimes a nigga that was hustling getting that pack killed some winners. Like that's just how shit. Like so, we can't just paint it with that type of brush. Like, but I understand what you're saying, because sometimes bullshit can be true, but it ain't just always just that way.
Let me say this to you, bro. I'm glad you interjected.
Hold on.
Disproportionately, hold on. Let me respond to the bro.
You noticed something where you went. The winners were winners and the losers were losers. Like it ain't that simple.
It was that simple, yo. I'm in the gutter, yo.
Sometimes the winners is winning. Sometimes the people that's winning force other people to become losers, bro. That's just the way it goes.
Man, when I was a bum, yo, I was a top-notch bum. I'm trying to give you something, yo. I used to run around with niggas, sniff dope, shoot heroin, yo. Listen, you had niggas that was losing in that mix of that little circle right there.
You got lucky.
I make you understand what I'm saying. So no, I don't think everybody can do. Hold on. I do not think I do not think people could do what the hell I did. I'm not even saying that. And of course, people need help. That's why I'm here, so that people don't have to do what I did. That's why I teach. So if a kid get a chance to go to school, well, you say, well, he don't got no shoes. Okay, it's programs in schools to get shoes for them. Don't act like it's not. It's programs for free lunch right now. It is. Don't act like it's not. So actually, a kid can really go to school. Well, he got parents fighting and shit. Yo, listen, man. I get it. It's harder for others. I get it. Some situations at home is unbearable. Your parents beating on you, people getting molested. Yo, shit get crazy, yo. So that's not, I'm saying, but no matter what you go through, yo, no matter what you go through, that there's a possibility, yo, that you could get out of that situation, yo. There's a possibility. There's some place on planet Earth there is no possibility, bro. Man. I'm just saying it's a
Yeah, I agree with that. That's the spirit. That's the attitude. I agree with that part, but I agree with that.
That's a motivational speech, bro. Yeah, and the fact of the matter is,
all right, Mike.
Just if you look at the statistics,
Mike, you're gonna make losers out of us, Mike.
If you look at this, if you look at the statistics disproportionately, what you're saying is not true. There's a level of luck. Some of us just got luck. Christians say you got blessed. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Not necessarily. Some of us didn't get swallowed up. The only way you're going to get ahead in this country, unless you take advantage of the capitalist structure system that's in place. Let's just keep it 100.
Like despite the fact, that sounds like selling out to me.
It's the truth. Despite the fact I disagree with the capitalist structure that we have in this country, or
man,
really
Mike own a serious business. I ain't gonna tell it be on a serious business.
If you own your own business, Mike, you're a fucking capitalist too. So I don't even see why you even complaining.
And don't talk me to death.
Mike, you can't be a I'm not a capitalist. I'm a
Mike, we can all fit in your house on the panel and have a bedroom, man.
Are you giving your money away for your job?
Excuse me, I'm not a capitalist because I don't have.
Are you giving your money away that you earn for your job?
I'm a sole proprietor. I don't exploit any employees, so don't say I'm a capitalist.
Do you give money away to the poor community that needs to get lucky like you from your job, your business that
doesn't make you a socialist. That just makes you a philanthropist. That just makes you a philanthropist if you give money away. That doesn't make you.
No, don't take this full side. I'm not taking no
side. Why y'all keep saying I'm taking sides? That's crazy.
Taking his side.
Let me tell you something. I earn my money.
You're making profit.
I earn my money the way that people 100 years ago made their money. They take their labor, their skill set, and they put it to work, and they make money.
That's capitalism.
But I am not exploiting.
Would you be doing it if you weren't making money from it?
Yeah, that's different between.
I need money in order to survive in this country. There's nobody being harmed by what I do.
That's the only way people in the hood gonna get out of their situation is having a good education and taking advantage of this capitalist system.
I'm fortunate
because it's the same capitalist system that's keeping them in that situation.
Right. The system is fucked up. If I could burn this system down, if I could set this system on fire,
no, you're not, because you like your money too much. You like your nice house and your cashew milk, so you can be on the internet talk about some. I don't trust the mother flipping system. Yet I take advantage of it every day.
What advantage are you talking about?
That's what it is.
The system is flawed. Mike, what you should have done, Mike, what you should have done is ask her.
So y'all want me to give you an anecdotal, long, hard-pressed story about my life on a daily basis?
No, listen, Mike, what you should have done is reverse that question on. Mike, what you should have done is reverse that question.
I said you taking advantage of the same exact system that you were just complaining about. Like I said, I said nothing wrong with us acknowledging that, the capitalist system.
No, I'm not. The system
it does. It keeps the poor and it makes the rich. But we have to take advantage of that same system to stay alive. And it's the truth. Otherwise, if it wasn't the case, you wouldn't have the business that you have right now. Because that business is making you money. That business got you that nice house.
You're wrong.
Business is allowing you to take care of your family.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're lying.
You're wrong? Okay, sell your business today. Sell your business tomorrow.
That's a false.
And then the money you make from that,
now you're making a false
people
point.
in your hood that needs to get lucky like you did.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I could take the same business model and go any country in the world as long as they allow me to be a carpenter or to be a landscaper and to keep my money. I could repeat this anywhere on the planet. Okay? So you're wrong.
Yet you haven't.
You're wrong.
But hold on, Mike, let's make it real simple. If she's calling you a capitalist,
I'm not
operating in this. no, I hear you. If she's calling you a capitalist for operating in this system, and she's saying, well, what do you take any portions of your money and give back? Then why don't you ask her the same thing so you guys can be on the playing ground?
Exactly.
I mean,
she don't understand.
Didn't I say earlier I live in the hood?
So no. You said
wait a minute.
Just because you say, hold on. Just because you say you live there, hey, you can live there and not give back.
But I need to help
so that means
myself out.
The definition of a capitalist. Do y'all know what the definition of a capitalist is?
CK live in the hood,
yeah. Just because you contribute, just because you.
The definition of a
capitalist
is someone who makes money from their capital and they don't do any labor. That's a real capitalist. They put their money to work for them.
No.
What do you mean?
No, not necessarily.
What you gonna do?
No, that is necessarily.
Everybody,
capital. You take capital and you earn more capital with your capital.
No, brother, you're wrong on that.
Wait a minute,
brother, you're wrong on that.
You're gonna learn something.
Making up definitions.
I do it every day.
Listen.
I earn money from my own personal labor.
Hold on,
not
Mike.
My
if somebody want to take over the show, I'm done. I'm capital my ass up out of there. I'm done. I'm done. I'm finished. Enough of that.
Y'all ain't even talking about vaccines no more because people don't got killed on that.
I know you
got hit with thermonuclear weapons, so y'all had to
we still got the same amount of people watching that we had 2 hours ago. So I would say that the group thinks something different.
All right. So what I would say is I appreciate the conversation.
People appreciate this, man.
Let's help the people that are less fortunate than us. That's what we can learn from this conversation. Because just because you was able to make it don't mean somebody else can make it. And I think I thoroughly understand that. You know what I'm saying? By using drugs early in my life, right? Most of my friends didn't make out of using drugs. And so it's hard. So I have empathy for them. But I'm never going to tell a child that if you make that mistake, that you just can't stop. Right. So I'm always going to push the positive narrative, right? Or die trying. So, you know what I mean? So no, we're not sitting up here saying that everybody should make it. That's not the truth. We know all the limitations that was placed on us. We know about the money that they owe us that would change the dynamic of our lives in America. That's why, to me, if we really, really cared, instead of running outside in the middle of a pandemic because some police was shooting us, we should have been running outside for our damn money. Get your money, and then we can merge together, Mike, and change the dynamic. Get your damn, they owe us money. To hell with police shooting us. Because if you give me my money, I ain't even got to bring y'all in the community. How about that? I can educate kids where they won't commit crime. I can give drug addicts the help. I can do a lot of things without the help of everybody around me. I can send more kids to school. I can educate them on science. I can do this. I can do that. Give me my money. That's my message for the day. Give my damn money, yo. We can build our own institutions, what we really need to do. And with that one, yo, I'm out of here, man. Y'all crazy.
Yeah. Make me the host, man. Make me the host so we can.
I'm not running a 10-hour show. I wake up in the morning like, what the hell is Cube talking? We went pseudo not weird.
Yeah, y'all crazy, man. Y'all be on that wild shit.
Sometimes, I appreciate you, though, Q. I appreciate your arguments, yo. Mike, know that's my man right there, Mike. Hey, but Mike, man, let me hold something, though, Mike.
You silly, man. Yo, bless you, bro. I hope God blesses you, man.
Hey, man, put that link in there, though, man. Your daughter, man, you pushed your daughter to read a book. That's why I don't even listen to you. Your daughter wrote a book, yo. That's why I don't even listen to you, man. Like, I don't listen to you. I don't listen to you, man. I be like, get out of here, Mike. You tripping, Mike. Man, you're a real positive dude.
Goddamn America.
Yeah, with that shit.
Goddamn America.
No, Mike, I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you go. I ain't gonna tell all your business.
God damn.
You gotta stay away from Alex Jones and them, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. He won't do it.
White supremacist talking.
Hey, that was Warnock. That was Warnock, the guy that run for senator in Georgia. Goddamn America, Senator Warnock. You know who that is?
Oh, right? the brother. He go. Hey, did they? That's tomorrow, ain't it? They vote tomorrow.
That's it. I'm voting for goddamn America.
And that dude, they keep playing on the damn radio, Kamala Walla. They play a little commercial every goddamn day.
Breaking news.
Everybody in Georgia, y'all got the country in y'all hands right now. Like, it's like determining which way the country gonna go as far as this vote. They saying it's like one of the most important votes.
You know what?
They say that every election season.
Who are you voting for, Mike? The Republicans or the Democrats? Why are you talking?
I am going to be voting with a glass of bourbon on my couch tomorrow. Fuck voting. I ain't doing it.
I mean, there's like 8 people that ran for office. Like, you had to vote for Trump or Biden.
I try to rock with you, Piper. Yeah, you don't vote either, Mike.
Wait. Hey, Mike, have you ever ran for office before?
You know I have, man.
Have you ever ran a campaign?
That nigga ran the Office Depot. That nigga ran the Office Depot.
No, Mike a serious dude. That's why I don't listen to Mike. Mike a serious dude. Like, see this what Mike faking you out, yo. He has the skill set, right? That actually have groups of people giving him checks. I seen it, right? And then do the right thing with it. I seen it. Groups.
What I was supposed to do? Steal the money? What the hell?
It seemed like the way you talking, they trying to get you.
God damn. God damn America.
I listened to you about them politics though, Mike, because you know what I'm saying? You was actually, I can respect the person that actually did the damn thing. You actually
you should respect the fact that at this point in my life, I recognize that it's bullshit.
I do respect you. I don't argue about the politics because I know you was actually in it and you actually, what position did you hold, Mike?
So, chairman of my county's Democratic Party, you know about that.
Yep. Okay.
Member of the County Board of Elections, you know about that.
Yep.
I was appointed by Mayor Maciello back in Buffalo to a position that was all political, whatever. But the point is, it's bullshit. After 20 years of politics, I'm telling you.
I don't
think our ancestors thought it was bullshit.
Hold on, how are you chairman of anything and don't know what capitalism is? How are you chairman of anything and don't know what capitalism is? That's weird.
You are super suspect, sir.
Yeah, that may be true. I may have had too much bourbon. Who knows?
He's drinking his bourbon. FDA approved, y'all.
Bourbon back.
FDA. Look, hey man, I appreciate everybody coming through. Yo, we had a powerful show, man. Go ahead and relook at that show we did earlier, man. We're gonna have more professional people come through, and you know what it is, man. Hey, Mike, man, don't choke on that.